Hello, and welcome to TF5's cast of ozfortress Season 26. This is now the upper bracket finals of Prem, and I'm Dubious, joined by Elmo
Hello, gamers. How are we tonight?
and Quorum Production. Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Feeling a bit sad, like I was saying before. Got my revenge by killing some Ratmen in some other games, but feeling good about this game though. Should be a good one.
Should be a good level of short and fraud. Yeah, no matter who you're rooting for. So yeah, we'll see Coffee Clock, the last season's champions, versus Madman, Grand Prix. And okay, we'll go over the rosters of Coffee Clock. These are probably, probably two of the DM heaviest teams in Oz Fortress.
I mean,
Yeah, I'd say.
I mean, Coffee Clock. I don't think play as DM heavy. They're like really. I know. I say boring. They probably say methodical. So that they don't really just DM retard. I would say my team DM retarded probably more, and Hertz's team a bit more. But the scouts and then the scouts on Ratman DM very hard. But yeah,
Well,
obviously.
yeah. We'll kick off with their rosters. So we've got Yui and Cookie as the Coffee Clock scouts. Definitely methodical players. Yui also being was it I-55 or I-58 that Jasmine went
It
with
was
Yui?
I-58, wasn't it? He went to that and rewind, didn't he? Was
Yeah,
Yui?
yeah.
Yeah.
And put up a ludicrous performance there. So I'll be really interested to see what he can do, in this game.
Yeah.
Because he'll be tested.
Yeah, I think that's like, well, probably finish the roster and then we'll talk about the
Yeah, yeah,
matchups we
yeah.
were say.
And we've got Down on Roma for Coffee Clock, Yule on Pocket, followed by Redcoat on Demoman, and then headed by Arnold as their bow medic. And then we've got on Madmen, Rocky and Faithless Scouts. Rocky obviously sort of moving away from his pocket soldier role as the meta has slowly, not slowly, we've cemented it by now, It is. Pockets are scouts. And then we've got Silvo and Hertz on soldier. I don't even want to call one of them a pocket because they're not going to play that way. Silvo will probably take more heals, but they're just going to be aggressive. Hertz is going to be behind all the time.
We've Sean has actually done nerdy stats and Hertz actually takes like a fuckload of heals. It's just like all arrows though.
Ah,
Like he
okay.
literally just gets a billion arrows like all game instead of normal heals, so he does actually take a fair amount.
Rain Theory, interesting. And then they're followed by Enrith on Demo Man. Probably, oh, he'd be the most terrifyingly consistent Demo Man in Ozfort at the moment. I think that's a reasonable assumption.
I mean, yeah, well, he was the land chosen kind of demo before, American shit happened and that failed. So you would think so. I mean, most people would probably say the last few seasons he's been pounding pretty hard, even though Redcoat's still been on the winning team. So must have something going for him.
Well, we are playing Team Fortress 2.
That's it.
And Locke will be their team medic for Madman here. So, continue.
Well, just going back to the scouts that you were trying to make a point before.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if Yui can kind of, I think bully Silvo and Faith. I think that's the best way to win essentially because Silvo's obviously new to Soldier. He's more of a DM scout idiot kind of player. I mean, he's done pretty well in Soldier, and then I guess a lot of people would probably say Faith is easily their weakest player.
Well, Faith hasn't been playing a lot recently, from what I've noticed. He's been sort of every 4 or so seasons. He's played a full season, sort of darting in and out. I think he plays a lot of CS:GO as well.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were to identify a weakness, is my point. Obviously, he's still very good. Everyone in top 4 Prem is good. But like, if you were going to say a team weakness that you can focus on, I would say it's Faith and the flank particularly.
There's always a weakest link, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the thing is though, Down's also another scout main, right? That's
I
eventually
mean,
gone to
I
Soldier.
don't think compared to Silvo, not really though. Like
He's played
Down, he
more,
was a
yeah.
scout main, but he was kind of just whatever main, wasn't he? Before, like he just played whatever his team kind of needed, and that was scout in the last couple of seasons. And now he was med earlier, until stuff happened with Ride, and now he's Roma. I think, well, down. Yeah, the one thing is Down doesn't really play a bully their flank. He's more of a sacrificial lamb kind of player. He just jumps and makes space, that kind of thing, rather than trying to DM hard on the flank.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Alright, well, I think we'll go over the maps now, because we've got Gully
Now that
Wash as
they've
the
picked.
first. Now that they've finally gone through the maps, you know? We've often found, I think, in the past few seasons that teams just delay until the last moment, so you can't react and scrim
I
in
think it's more
advance.
that we're all just really dumb.
And really
and-
lazy.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, if saw our Discord yesterday, it's just like half our team shit talking Paulson for being brain dead and not figuring out how to press buttons on the ozfortress page. So, thinking you're reading a bit too much into
High-level
the
gaming.
tactics. Yeah.
Look, man, that's half the fun. So look, we'll see Gully Wash picked by Coffee Clock first up. And then
Have they started actually? I think they just started. Yeah, they have started.
Oh, we'll go live. Pro lands, and then we've got Snakewater Disciple. We'll see the early bot in here. Oh, Hertz will pick up both Cookie and Redcoat. Down will go down to Rocky. That is a really early really early mid. 3v3. Faithus will kill you. Yui. And that's...
Oh, Lock does get spread from Faith, but
that's
Faith
a chaos. Oh, that's a chaos mid. That's such a chaos
has
mid.
a chance. He's actually pounded Faith there. Faith's really lucky. Survives on 1.
Yeah, he's ended up behind them. Okay,
yeah,
he'll
kind
get
of
clean.
bit unlucky from Yule, but he does get the imported frag. Basically, didn't see what happened apart from Enrith got raped early, and then everyone kind of just traded.
Notably, 60% Uber ad for Coffee Clock. Silver's going to go in for the sack play. He'll get denied. They know what they're doing. They're not going to let it happen. So, they're going to cap up mid. Then they're going to work into second. We'll see Madmen sort of hold River here, really passive.
Yeah,
Hertz is sort of
Silver's
waiting on
already
point.
dead. Not much more they can do, I don't think, apart from... I mean, Hertz will still probably bomb, but yeah, there's not too much they can do. They'll definitely get Uber for last, though. This has been really slow. From
Yeah,
Coffee
70%
Clock.
already. If Coffee Clock are slow, yeah, they won't recontest, but they'll have Uber for last.
Oh, Yui
That's-
gets memed. Was that a cone trap?
I think it might have been.
On top, yeah, I think it might have been. That's unfortunate. Yeah, 24-second Uber advantage lost is pretty slow. That's kind of they do play very methodical, very slow, but yeah, that kind of thing can happen. You can lose ad when a more adventurous team would have just YOLO'd and could have got something more. But I mean, they're still in a good position 2 minutes in at last. And Yui's
think,
on
yeah.
Spy. I don't think I've
Ooh.
seen too much of the Yui Spy.
I don't think I've ever seen the Yui Spy.
Is he actually? I think he's checking classes.
He's checking classes.
Imagine, I don't understand this checking classes on attack. Like, serious?
You know, you can just poke a player in and look through the doorways and
Yeah.
count their players.
I think he was looking for a spy, but it's like, really, is it worth it?
We'll see the
Anyway.
sentry get spammed really well by down here. That's one obstacle they need to get through. Hertz will get stick trapped, trying to make something happen.
They'll definitely bomb here now that the gun's gone, or at least trade or something, you would think. Cookie's looking like he wants to walk in.
Their push has to give their sniper room though. They're not ready to Uber in now.
Maybe it isn't
It's a
official.
reset.
Then Gully last.
Yeah,
this
they
is
took...
kind of a. Sorry, you go.
Well, you've only got about 6 seconds, right? Before their players just resup, or they'll resup for the fight. Like, if you get that pick on Hertz there, you have to either go within 6 seconds, or just reset. And it's often the time in those 6 seconds where you talk about how you want to push, that you lose the opportunity to push.
Well, the end, you get sniped and the gun goes down. Sure, I mean, I know it's
Really good
official,
spam.
but come on, they should do something here. Down is going under the point. I think he might bait for jet bombs. Oh, it's kind of unlucky time he gets pogoed and dunked on by both solis.
That's a decent 2 picks.
Yeah, Silver actually brains, goes behind, kills Cookie. I think he's building. He's actually got a force here. That's actually an amazing play from Silver. Kills Cookie, gets in behind. Arnold backs into him a bit, and then yeah, he gets knocked.
Yeah, because
Gets
now
force
Madmen can... They backed up to last, they played safe, and now they're going to start breathing out. They're going to go River, making sure that... Oh, I like this with Enrith holding both Lobby and Little Door. Because it sort of deals with all their exits. They all get out from bats. They've got 5 people. We'll see the Uber not have to
No,
be
that
popped
was a really
here.
good. Yeah, Locke actually somehow got a perfect surf. Like he went over his head and then way over the other side of the point.
They'll
And
also
yeah,
get 2 free picks for that. They can push mid for free if they. Or yeah, the bomb in here. They'll pop the Uber.
oh, it's a
It's
bit
not
of
gonna.
They Michael Redcoat? No, it should be out.
Yeah, a bit of a cringe Uber. So
Yeah, I think they might have thought they had to use through the door because Yui did just swap off in the forward spawn, but he was still on sniper. So they'll probably just like, we'll just blind and hope they're still in and we'll kill everyone.
both teams. Okay, so a little context. These teams in. Oh, we'll just see. Okay, Coffee Clock. Yeah, they're gonna Uber in. They've jumped MMN in the same way. They pick up 2, and they're gonna take mid off that. So these teams, in a rare show of form, actually scrimmed each other as their warm-up game, with about 1 or 2 players difference.
They didn't. Nah, the Madmen were scrimming a Merc team.
Oh, okay.
No, not before. They did They basically played last week. They got forced already again somehow.
Oh yeah, the
it was
jump
literally
into the river
just
by Yule.
Yule. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
okay,
think-
that's really nice. Yeah,
I
well
think
done,
there's
Yule.
Being a couple of cringe Ubers, I think they need to watch out with these bombers because they're
They're
getting a
coming
bit
big,
too
though.
easy fragged. Yui does die there as well.
Faithless is in from Cho. He hasn't been seen yet. He's gonna get. Yeah, he picks up red code. That's nice.
Yeah, Enrith down. Arnold dies during
Cookie
that
clean.
shit fest somehow as well. So yeah, just lots of kind of just everyone going for it kind of plays. But yeah, I think both teams they need to watch out for the bombers a bit more. Or
What I've noticed so far is it's a lot of like, really chaotic sort of 3v3s.
yeah, it seems like that's like the combo kind of 3v3s, and then there's a big other 3v3 somewhere else with flanks and one other guy.
Cookie will notably get cleaned up, sort of trying to delay second there. We'll see this is 50% advantage for Madmen. They're gonna look to push choke. Down's hiding lower, and the rest of Coffee Clock are just chilling.
Yeah, I
they're gonna
think
walk
they're
through
gonna
now.
try not to. Lock's gonna get forced here. That's what I mean. They're not really
Really nice
checking
now.
well enough
Yeah.
for these kind of flank plays. No one really looked at all there. They all just ran in, and then Lock ran in last, and yeah, Down kind of gets the perfect timing. And it's not really that adventurous a spot, you know. It's like literally right next to the door.
It's
They
not
are
something.
forced really early here, but they're gonna clean everything up.
Well, that's
Yeah,
3 picks. That's an off.
Yeah, Down dies for Red. Redcoat jumps and kills himself by falling. Maybe some grand final upper page playoff jitters there. Some sloppy mistake, because they probably could have taken that to last.
Well,
Like
this
maybe
is.
if they were really quick. I mean, it's still a
Yeah, I
good
think
position
so.
for them, but Redcoat killing himself, yeah, gave it no chance.
This is essentially the second most game, you know? If the third placer is the third most powerful game of the season, this is the second.
Yeah.
And so far it's been
it's
really
chaotic.
clinically chaotic though.
I
They're
mean,
making their
I think the
trades.
soldiers have been playing well. Everyone else is like not quite. Like people, I mean,
Not
maybe
quite switched
playing,
on, yeah,
Not playing
yeah.
badly, yeah. Switched on is a good word. They're not really watching out for, the plays, and then everything kind of just boils down to everyone shit fighting. Down has gotten really far behind here as well. I
Oh,
think
this is
Yui
me.
wants to join him. Yeah, Down's just at last going top, I think.
Yours hiding in drop down while Coffee Clock holds choke here early. We'll just see the stalemate here. Still 0-0, 8 minutes over. We'll see the solo trade come in. Just trying to force, then gonna leave. Yule will use this to go behind.
They'll wanna, Down, that's kind of Down still
It's a bit
kind
of
of
a
doing
feed.
nothing though. Yeah, it's pretty weird that they do that and Down doesn't, jump in either. Down is still just hiding on the lockers and lobby, and that's like,
There's no scenario that Yule does something there. And we'll see Madman just walk in response. Cookie goes down. Oh, this big door push is pretty rough, but Earths gets denied really hard.
I
Oh,
think
Yui
Down's-
wants him.
Yeah, Down's gonna end up not doing much. Yeah, I don't
Both theory
really,
too strong.
don't really get that. Yule bums in while Down's behind, and Down just AFKs on the lockers. While, Yule kind of hobo bombed, as you said.
Well, look, based off that rough second push, Madmen have taken mid and now second. So, we'll see the last push here. Roughly equal Ubers. This is off Class City. Yui's on NG. Cookie's on Pyro.
Cookie's had a bit of a more rush season compared to last season. Been busy with uni and all that. Like he had a pretty good game against Ratman, I think it was, and then he was away for exam, so maybe a bit rusty. But I think he needs to open his eyes a bit. I think he's getting picked off a bit too easily for like being the main pocket scout. You know, it's pretty weird that he's dying so much here. Faith gets meme trapped in the end as well somehow. Hopefully he probably off class here, I would say.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh,
I don't
Silvo.
think
I think
Faithless-
Silvo's gone to snipe. Yeah, I don't think Faithless does, but Silvo's know that it's gonna look at each other and spawn and gaze into each other's eyes and just
No, you
go back,
sniper.
yeah.
No, you sniper.
yeah, and no.
And neither of them are sniper now. And
No.
Alright, we'll see a double soldier bomb, right?
I mean, it's kind of hard though, because Cookie's spy. I think he's just checking. You can't really double bomb with the gun though. I assume they'll spam it because it's a really easy spot to spam without, instantly dead. It's pretty weird they do that. Well, Cookie's now, a bit late, Cookie.
I'm getting ready.
Checking for spy. Yeah,
They're just gonna pop in? Okay. Soldiers not on point. Oh yeah,
I mean, they'll get
okay,
the
they've
force.
led scout in. No, that's smart.
I mean, that's smart, but Coffee Clock should know that's gonna happen. Like, everything else was really cringe for Madmen, but yeah, they forgot that it's not about winning the Uber, it's about winning the game.
And if you push from river, you always have to respect someone going under.
Yeah, like, I mean, they all kind of backed away from the point, and so that Uber would be better, if you know what I mean. Like, they backed away
Or
from
early
the
soldier
cringe bomb.
aggression. Both will sink. Silvo and Hertz are basically mulched here though. And that's 3 down from Ratman immediately. Yeah, Coffee Clock are just gonna collapse. Both Cookie and Yui completely melting Faithless.
Yeah, I think the difference between that time is Hertz instantly got like the 2 kills with his bomb. That time Silver just died instantly.
And then Hertz was stuck on 2 HP.
They
Yeah.
didn't really have that trade. Like last time it was basically as chaotic, it's just the soldiers didn't clean as much.
Given how quickly we started, what would be your predictions for these maps?
I mean, this one, it's Badlands and Gully, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were both like an epic 1-all of 10 minutes holding last. Even though this has probably been the most chaotic Gully game I've seen in a while. Normally there's a lot more kind of just holding
Stalemates.
points.
Yeah.
I mean, all the roamers and solis have done pretty good at forcing, which has kind of pushed the game along. We only had that kind of couple of last stalemates and couple of second ones.
We're seeing it as well with the other teams, you know, with the older gamers, and like everyone seems to want to play really fast. No one wants to just sit.
We don't have the attention span in our old age to hold. They have traded in here. They're trying to copy it, but Rocky's onto it this time. Actually watching the point. They are
Interesting bait from Arnold
though.
though. He actually walked into the soldier directly so that our Cookie could kill him. But they'll just play the point. Yule and Enrith just playing too strong.
Yeah, I think too many people kind of got picked off there somehow. Like, Flo died during the Ubers as well as Faithless, and then from there it was just like, yeah, you were never gonna lose as long as you play the point.
1-1 tied with 17 minutes left. We'll see the same, slightly different soldier bomb in here, but the outcome will be the same. Hertz and Silvo are down, but they've got 2 picks in exchange.
I'm not sure.
Yui can't. Yeah, Enrith will lose the 1v1 against Yui.
Yeah,
Cookie
that was
will
a
then collapse.
Bit of a weird decision there, because I mean, Hertz and Silver, they didn't do as well as the first mid once again, but they killed 2, including a demo. And then I don't know where Rocky was. He was on the floor or somewhere else, but Enrith and the med kind of walk up their side, and then Locke realizes Enrith has to fight like their whole team without a scout to help him, and so Enrith just dies and Locke runs away. So I think they could have won that if they just kept spamming. Like
And kept fighting in a way, yeah.
Demo is better than no
I'm
demo,
predicting 2-1 to Coffee Clock on this map. Straight up, I think it's going to be a 15-minute stalemate to a single round.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Both teams, like you said, they've been a bit sloppy holding the last. Like, Coffee Clock forgot to defend the point, and then Silvo Faith, the flank dying in Nuba. Yui's trying to go under again, so yeah, they're just going to do the exact same thing.
Yeah. Oh, he'll 1v1 Silver, but he'll get cleaned by Hertz.
It's still not too bad, though. It's 4v4. Yule does die, so that'll be run away. But I mean,
that's a really solid hold.
Yeah, I mean, you really shouldn't be losing just trading Ubers, though, on a map like Gully last, you know?
Yeah, for sure. There's so much space, there's so
More
much
just
time.
not sloppy play, yeah. I just mean, like, apart from the Ubers, it should be really hard to get in to do anything.
Yeah, for sure.
And
River's really
yeah.
impenetrable. Like, Shutter can be really easily just sticked.
Yeah,
Bats
and
is
I just
terrible.
mean the point as well. It's like that they're obviously going for the point play. You should just, if you multi someone for half a second, they should just slam the person on the point. Like this time, Silver died to Yui, which opened it up a little bit. But yeah, they were a bit more aware and didn't cringe it.
We'll see. Oh, it's equal Ubers, 10%, you know, either way. And Coffee Clock holding mid. Madman holding second here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Down does that behind play again. I think he's
Soldier
just
solo
going
bombs.
straight in.
The body
I mean,
block
that
by
was a
Rocky's
pretty good
nice.
effort. Like he hits lock
Yeah.
with the first one, and then yeah, the body block.
I could see it, you know? Like, you could see the kill there, the force.
Silvo goes in, doesn't really get much either. I mean, I'd rather that than what they did last time. Like, that was a really bad play and it ultimately lost them the round, having the Yule sack and then Down do nothing.
At the same time, I'm seeing the merit of what Fozzlm was saying as well, and I think what you were saying in that just sacking one player is almost such a... It's such a high-risk, low-reward play.
I mean, I don't disagree with the idea. Down's gonna die here, doesn't realize Silver. Oh, Silver's actually sniper in lobby, wants to push the game along a bit.
Let me rephrase. Low risk, low reward.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a, you're up 4-1 with 10 minutes left, you don't really want to lose the game, so we'll just do something boring over and over again. I mean, I don't disagree in principle with Yule going for that bomb, it's just the way they did it was utterly pointless, you know? Like, Yule in the end did just, you know, to solo bomb while Down AFK'd. So
Yeah.
if Down did something, like if Yule bombed the medic there, Lock got pushed back into Down and Down frags him, you know, that would have been good.
I think if there's a team in this game that can somehow turn every situation into all their 6 players shooting one player in a row, they will be the best team in the game. Like, just objectively. Because that's all this game comes down to in the end. Movement's like an obstacle, points are the victory condition, but really it's about 6v1ing people.
Yeah, I mean,
And
be a nice situation where you can just 6v1 someone, but yeah, I get your meaning. Cookie's just gonna go here. This is gonna be kind of a
Uber
hard
trade.
trade. Cookie's cringed a bit. I'm not sure why. They probably didn't even need an Uber there. Like Rocky might get left behind. Yeah, I'm not really sure why Locke even Ubered there. Was Rocky low? He didn't look like he was.
this is morbidly fascinating, right? Because yesterday we saw in the lower bracket finals, like, you guys... Oh, that was chaos, but it wasn't, bad chaos. Like, you fought every fight,
I
and
don't
they
know,
fought every
from
fight.
my perspective, it was kind of bad chaos in a way.
Well, yeah,
I know,
yeah.
we kind of did a couple of those ones where our calls were mixed up, or 2 behind here actually. Yui and Down get behind. This is more like it. Silvo's down, they take advantage of it and get 2 behind.
But the confidence in the teams are just completely separate. Yui gets picked off in the flank.
Down's actually, yeah, this is more like
This is
They
nice.
actually do
This is
something.
nice.
Down comes in and actually does Big D, and it's just Faith in the spawning Silvo. Silvo's gonna have to go back to last, or hide. He's gonna hide in lobby, but yeah, that's more like it. Like, Silvo's dead, they take advantage of that by getting 2 behind, and Down actually comes in with the team. Yule actually gets crushed though by Silvo. And
Come on, Redcoat. Come on.
it's-
Oh, no!
Silvo's actually the best, man. He did that in a scrim. Enrica's gonna die here. Yui just runs at him. That's really bad for them. Full ad and no demo. So despite Silvo's heroic
This is
looking pretty bad,
this is
Rocky
rough Uber.
dies.
Full
Locke's
Uber
gonna
does.
die.
Players are, yeah, falling. And they'll cap the point with combined soldier aggression, or scout aggression.
Yeah, so
2-1.
Despite Silvo's brilliance, yeah, Enrith kind of just gets surprised by Yui, and that leads to the full Uber decide no demo. You're never gonna win that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you expecting the bus to be parked here, the 2-1 to Coffee Clock?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm hoping. No, I'm actually not. That'd be horrific to watch.
Silvo's behind this time. They haven't really done the super
Early
aggro.
soldier bomb in
Fast
here.
is on
Arnold's down
somehow.
immediately. We'll see Coffee Clock sort of just... Oh, they're playing tight around choke. Oh. And they're gonna get the picks from this, though.
I mean,
Madman
it's 3v3
didn't
though,
leave.
it's scouts. Yeah,
Yeah.
Madman, they kind of baited a little bit. I think once Arnold was there, they probably could have walked up their side. They kind of just sat in big door and like who was a soldier, was it? Like Hertz just got killed by Yui by himself.
I have a feeling that the main difference as well is that once either of these teams, especially Madmen, once they have one advantage, they sit on it.
Yeah,
And
they don't really
yeah.
like. Yeah, they don't really like. I mean,
No
Coffee
risk.
Clock especially are very no risk. I don't think Madmen as much, but yeah, Coffee Clock are pretty low risk team, and I think Ratmen are fairly similar in style. And then yeah, I think Madmen are kind of in between them and older gamers that are senile and do whatevs.
They are advantage. Let's go in.
They are kind of letting them get this though. Like this is gonna have to be an insta med killer, and even then, I'm not sure. I think they've given up on it.
They don't run. Yeah, Madmen are sort of just, you know, they're capping together. They're
like that's
getting ready
40
to push.
seconds, man. That was literally like full Uber, and they did take 2 points of it, but that's such a bitch move, you know?
Yeah. It's just the time advantage. Position wins games.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
even
Silver.
then, it's like, surely they could have done something. Yui gets picked
That's
up there,
rough.
was he?
That's really
He's
rough. He
pyro.
poked in. He poked in his pyro.
Fate's going behind. He's gonna get killed here, I think. Yeah.
I like his counter pressure here.
Yeah,
Just from Redco.
Fate go straight under, but this time they decide we're gonna go under, crush him. Hertz is gonna die here too. Oh no, Cookie. Cookie gets thumped in the doorway.
Soldier sack in. That's not enough to force them. He's
done really well
Hertz
though.
will
He
go in
makes
as well,
so much
yeah.
space. Yeah. He
He only needs to make space for that.
Someone.
That second soldier.
Silver's still alive. Oh no, he's dead. But yeah, that's really well done because he makes the space. Enrith can help. That's what they That's like Paulson's example, you know, whoever said it of you don't want to just one person sack because if Silver
It's
just
two
sacked
people.
and the other team was just we're just gonna hide in lobby there, do nothing because we don't want to lose kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now they have the 60% ad, which I assume this time they'll go in and not waste it. But looks like Down's just on underpoint duty. That they really don't want to get memed like underpoint. He's just sitting now. He was underpoint. Now he's in
They're
secret,
buffing
just
the
waiting.
soldier. Okay.
This is really
Secret
fucking
plays
slow
again.
though. Like if Arnold gets a sword,
No, this is lost 20%. Why are they not walking in? What's the? Okay,
yeah, look
they
how
spam sentry
quickly
first.
if they do this badly though, Arnold will get.
Yule's
I think they
bomb
put
heal will be
enough
clutch,
pressure on the
and
point.
Down as well. Down's position is really smart. Entirely correct about that.
I
It's not
think
enough.
that was awful, just from Coffee Clock. They did the good old exo
Well,
play, I like to call it, where they thought
They
they
hit
were
in
close.
spawn.
Yeah, they were close to Uber, so they're like, oh, let's go into spawn, get Uber, boys, and they just fucking all sit in there. Like I think what was it, 4 or 5 people, and N was just sticky doors, and they might have got close to Uber, but yeah, you're all in spawn, you just lose the game.
Yule and Down, I think, played really well to try to hold that, but yeah, just going into spawn
Lock
for
dies
this.
instantly to Down in choke.
Hold on.
Arnold, oh, that's really bad though. Arnold kind of gets out of position fully as well. He couldn't get back in time.
Yeah, that's
It is
rough.
just an utter no heal shit fight.
Oh,
Looks like
yeah, they're too lit.
Cookie's gonna clean
Cookie
here
just
though
two
with
shots.
Yule. Enrith might get a fat pipe. No, Cookie cleans up there. Yeah, that's really bad. Arnold kind of gets stuck over on that little health pack when Locke dies, and he doesn't realize quick enough. And then they just YOLO while he's running away. He just gets spammed to death.
There's no
Cookie-
really good way to like get out of that. Yeah, if you're on the little kit.
Yeah, on the little. I think he had time. He moved pretty slowly. Like he didn't move for 2-3 seconds at least after Locke died. So whether that's his fault or no one screamed at him loud enough, don't know. But yeah, that was a good cleanup though. From
Yeah.
Yule and
I
Yui
felt
though
that
to take that.
fight almost came down to 20 HP from Cookie. Like he played his HP perfectly.
Yeah, he
to get the
dodging,
2K on the
dodging
scouts.
around the point, and then yeah, Yule coming in to finish off Enrith was well done.
Methodical, one might say.
It'll be they do have a tiny ad here. I can't imagine Madmen will do anything here.
Notably 2-2 now, with only 6 minutes
with
left.
6 minutes left, it'll be interesting to see. I mean,
Coffee clock's
Silvo's waiting on Down here, just in lobby. I think like no one's peeking at all. Like basically no one's even watching Big Door.
It's like no one wants to push.
Enrith is kind of there. I mean, Madmen just assume it's on Coffee Clock here. Down is just hiding in a sneaky corner, but I don't think anyone's ever going to peek this. Like, Madmen don't peek this door. Like, they just let Enrith trap it. And yeah, Silver's waiting for Down. He gets pretty on his 80. Yeah, he was
that's
ready.
nice, Silver. Yeah. And we'll see the solo Uber in here. You get one pick, you just solo Uber trade. And then you look to
That's the
collapse
measure
off
of
it.
Scout life. Like, look how disgusting that is, man. Like,
And
Rocky
then they're
runs
just
in.
working off it.
They
and
got
they lose
crushed,
because
though.
of it.
Yeah.
They just
Rocky's so
absolutely
far
lose.
in here. He might. Oh, he does get 2 kills, so that's not too bad. But I think
Yeah,
that was
that's
a
really nice.
bit hopeful. Locke and Rocky were not in there. As I was saying, they literally trade in, but Scout and Medics are so fast when they heal each other, they can run back out the other door.
You can basically always Uber in, force their medic, then leave with your medic.
Yeah.
And then reset and try to play
Terrible
off
change. Please
one
no.
mistake.
Hertz is going to get cleaned up here, though. So, I mean, they should do something off that.
Yo, a new Half-Life game has been announced. Valve
Yeah, I know.
are
Very
not
keen.
going to update TF2. This game is fucking abandoned, man.
Ben, can we
Scout buff? TF2 Pro Mod when?
Oh, Arnold died.
TF2
Now?
Pro Mod. Oh, that's nuts. And they're also cap purple. They don't need a medic. They don't need a medic to
okay.
win.
They're not going to be pleased about that one. That was literally the same way they won the first round. It's just, oh, we got the med ad. That's epic, guys. Let's hold that. And then they all sit in back left and forget that there's an objective that isn't based killing the med. So yeah, a bit awkward.
3-2, 4 minutes
messes up
remaining.
his rollout a bit.
Bit of a shame, yeah. The soldier bombs have sort of been denied, but Hertz is doing
Yeah.
work. Arnold
He
goes
does kill
down.
Arnold. Silvo probably had
It's
one
really
of the most
clutch.
cringe rover mids you'll ever see.
But Rocky getting the 2k
They should be able to
collapse, yeah.
retake this though. They've got enough kills. Like Hertz, Silver died, Hertz died for the med, but they are going to let them.
They're gonna
take
re-enter.
this. Oh,
no, Madmen are gonna re-enter choke. They're just gonna bully with that scout. That's really nice. They'll pick up Cookie.
I think they could have done that a bit quicker. They did tempt the point there a bit, but I think they're.
No,
you
you
think
gotta
they-
wait. You gotta wait
I mean,
and
they
make
gotta
sure
wait to heal, but that was like half a second off, and they could have at least
it's
had
not
a
about the
sack
heal.
set up.
I think it's not about the heal, right? I think they gotta wait for their own players to die so they can bait them.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, if they're 20 HP and you're 185,
I mean,
what are they
works
gonna
out
do?
in the end, and this is.
It does. It so does.
They haven't had too many like full Ubrads just straight on into last, have they? Like from
No,
mids?
none.
Pyro's been pretty good here. Gun
That's
does
the first
go down
two.
though. Down's in a good spot to block point as well though.
Redcoat's not in a good position to hold it either. Oh,
Yeah,
but
he's
he'll
not
get
shooting
into
at all.
under.
Arnold's getting crushed here.
Redcoat's putting no stickies on point either, because Silver's hiding behind. Ah, they spot him. That's okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
Redcoat and Arnold got really bogged down by, I think it was Yule. And they didn't really have any scout to help him. So yeah, Redcoat couldn't sticky the point, which the rest of his team was focusing on. Well, probably
it's,
just hoping they forgot about it, but yeah, not a
Yeah.
good push in the end.
They dealt
I
with
mean,
what they needed
other
to.
way around. I mean,
I would have
Enrith
expected,
couldn't shoot, yeah.
yeah, I would have expected those pipes from Redcoat to be a mistake. That was punished by someone going point, but in the end they just killed them all, and they're gonna Uber straight in. Quick early demo.
Pretty
We'll
bad
hit 4
Uber
sticks.
here. I mean, it's not that big a deal. They're not that far behind, and they really only just need to not shit the bed here, like you would think. Did
Well,
they
with-
pause?
Yeah, they've paused. Well, look, for these teams, right, no one holds close anymore. Like, if you know your enemy is just gonna do jumping demo men and solo scout Ubers, you just
Well,
never hold close.
The thing is like, you don't hold close, and just because the scout speed buff, the med always gets away, even if you're close enough to watch and see what happens. But yeah, you always get away because scout pocket is dumb and should be nerfed. Pro mod when? But yeah,
Mod when.
Coffee Clock has, I think it was 2.5 to, or just over that when it actually pause started. So yeah, Coffee Clock really just needs to not shit the bed. Like they're only 30% behind. If they just like kind of let them take mid and hold second with Uber, as long as they don't kind of like get everyone get behind and smash them, they should be fine.
Would you push into last here if you're 1 round up with about 1 minute, 2 minutes remaining?
I mean, Coffee Clock can't really push into last. They're disad here, so they won't get any further, and then it'll be.
By the time, yeah, 40-second grind.
And then it'll
2 minutes
be-
on clock.
Yeah, then it'll be on what's it say, Madmen to push mid. They'll probably take it for free. I imagine Coffee Clock won't even sack probably, and then it's just a 6v6 even Ubers that second, with probably like a minute to a minute and a half left, which Coffee Clock should be confident with winning.
Well, it'll be Madman's push. They have
Yeah,
to go
that's
to
what
last.
I mean.
And that's
Yeah,
oh,
they'll
it's
push in even Uber's 1 minute left on, and then Gully second is pretty. We were talking about this before the game. Gully second is a pretty hard to push stalemate point.
well, yeah, we definitely we made note that hopefully it wasn't going to be a really long sort of stalemate game where both teams sort of sit in chokes, sit in second, sit in bats, pause a lot, but we saw a lot of really chaotic 3v3s, and now things have slowed down.
Oh, we're back.
Teams have eked their rounds, and we have unpaused. 2 minutes 30. Okay, that's interesting. That's enough time for Madmen to push with a bit of leisure, to go at the pace that they've been going so far.
Yeah, my HUD's a bit broken. I reloaded it and it did update. They do have a fairly big ad here. Like, they might be able to take mid for free and still have a tiny bit of ad per second if they're like insanely quick. Down's doing a really good job though. I'm surprised
that's
they're
a force,
even
yeah.
bothered. Oh, he does get the force. And he's behind. This is really bad for them.
And Hertz gets caught. Down's position is really nice here, yeah.
I mean, he's
just hiding above
but
IT.
He's not about a block.
Oh no, he's all the way in river, yeah. Yeah, not impactful at the moment.
Yeah,
that does mean it's a free mid, you're right.
They are looking for him. But they just have to go here, I think. Like, they should probably start looking, because I don't really see Coffee Clock doing too much here. Like, they should just sit here with Uber probably, and they seems like they will. Like, there's no point getting disad, like trying to take mid.
Especially because it's Madman's push. You know, if the roles were reversed here and Coffee Clock were around down, they'd actually have to be looking to push
if
in.
Coffee Clock, yeah, they would have to go smash, but with down, behind, and Uber, they're probably just going to play it really safe. Like, at the moment they do anything down or come in behind, I would imagine. Oh, you timed out, assume that's what the pause was for.
Yeah.
I think he should be, yeah, he's back in instantly at least. Down is really low here.
We're going to see a possible solo Uber? No. So, Rocky and, that's interesting. Rocky and Locke almost took second for free there.
They
entirety of Coffee
did,
Clock.
And down
holding
dies,
second.
That's a bitch move, man. That is a bitch move. I'm not sure if I agree with that, not fighting second.
We'll see the solo win.
I reckon last is way
Which
easier
is...
to make a mistake. It's got really awful though. They even got a force.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think less said about that Uber, the better, but yeah. Quite the effective pyro there. But, I mean, that should be game. I mean,
Bruh,
I don't
have
really
you
agree
ever
with that.
seen a more depressing scout Uber in your life?
Some of the ones I've done where you get dropped and all that are quite depressed, but yeah.
No, if you get dropped, that's it.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Rocky gets kicked from the team mid-game, honestly, after that.
Alright, we'll see the first map, Gully Wash. Go to Coffee Clock, 3-2.
Wow.
Wow.
Quite the anti-climax, I would say. Yeah, like, I'm not really sure I agree with giving up second when you have the even Ubers. Like, maybe they thought it wasn't worth it with down being dead, but...
I have
feel
a
like
weird theory.
Last is way easier to just lose by fucking up, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I have a thing that they knew that Locke and Rocky were really close, and they had their demo man with them. So if they pushed into them there, they would have been multied and Madmen wouldn't have. So they get a worse Uber in lobby, which means they can't fight second. So they thought, whatever, we'll just hold last with Uber.
Why even in lobby though? Just hold choke. Like, they could have just been holding choke.
Yeah, they could have just been choke, yeah, and then...
If they were just holding normally, like, I think they were just because down died, honestly.
Look, we'll head over to the stats quickly. I like this. Yule top damaging at 7.4k, followed by Hertz at 6.8, and then Coffee Clock's other soldier down at 6.6. Notably, down has exactly 0 assists. He was behind fragging the entire game.
Yeah, I mean, he was generally effective just being a nuisance as fuck. I think Redcoat stats are like really impressive. Yeah. Well, he died 5 times. He barely took any damage, but he did more. I mean, he barely took any damage, but he out damaged and out fragged Enrith by a little bit. Both of those. But he did take almost as much heals as Enrith, but didn't really get so probably allowed them to get through doors and all that kind of thing easier if Redcoat wasn't getting bogged down by taking lots of damage, that kind of thing, and dying.
These damage stats are just
This is
so slow.
I'm actually surprised at that low, considering it was a fairly fast Scully game. Like they're all a bit of the depression. I guess it was fast
They
in
weren't
a way, but
spamming.
there wasn't a lot of just we'll leave them to that point kind of thing. Yeah, we let them
Yeah.
cap run away without shooting much. So I mean,
Just rather
a lot
interesting.
of the Soli damage is probably just they're the only ones playing half the game while everyone else played run back and cap and then run in and cap again simulator.
Source walking simulator, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Cap points are fun.
I would have a lot of off classes from Yui here. I imagine
Actually,
it's his first foray back in the game after a while.
I mean,
Mostly
these were
Pyro.
all last ones. Well, Pyro he had 30 seconds, Heavy a minute and a half,
Oh,
Sniper
yeah.
2. So that Sniper was that one.
And
Didn't go
NG
too
3.
well. I think he body shot the NG, and then his own NG. Yeah, the Cookie Pyro was where it's at. No damage in 3 minutes. Pretty disappointing, but made Rocky probably get kicked from the team. So
That's the best 3 minutes of gameplay you could ever do.
That the psychological warfare from that loss is 100% worth for Coffee Clock, just from that Pyro play.
I would have liked to have seen a lot more just nutty players, like a lot more risks. I know neither of these teams are really playing risks.
Yeah, that's the thing now. Just with the bitch scout kind of meta, it's like it's really hard to play aggressive when the meta is just scouts, basically a scout, you know.
Yeah, Scout is just a better pocket soldier. With the fact that the speed change works the way it does, if you're a shotgun soldier with 300 HP and a lot of damage output, and you take a solo Uber, your med never gets out. If you're a scout, your med gets out.
It's just the scout always gets out, while the other one you kind of get, like you said, you get bogged
You have
down
to
and
commit.
all that.
Because if you don't and it doesn't work out, then you wipe. Yeah, you have to commit. You have to make more actionable plays. Whereas I think what's developed with the way the meta's formed is that a lot of teams can make a lot of riskless pokes, a lot of pushes, and make a lot of pressure where they don't have to take risks. They don't have to commit. They can say, we're going to try this. This is the safest play. We're going to try that. This is the safest play in that situation. And as long as they just slowly eke advantage.
They miss out on a lot of situations, though, just because they're like so risk adverse that they never try anything. Like the only thing Coffee Clock really ever tried was that down kind of behind thing, and then Yui and you'll help him a bit. And then apart from mids, I don't think Madmen really did anything at all aggressive, really. Like,
alright, enough Gullywash words. Enough Gullywash words. We are moving on to the best map in the game.
Okay, yeah.
Or the worst map in the game, depending on who you are. Badlands.
It's a bad official map, is my point of view.
It is a Valve map that was made in 2008 by the official Valve team.
Yeah, but
it
Valve
was
also made Wellman, so...
They made Junction,
and
man.
2-4,
they made Junction.
And Junction and Foundry.
Yeah, okay. That's not an argument for it, but look, this map was considered one of the best maps for a long time.
So this was a Madman pick.
Yeah, I found that
any
really interesting.
Insight into what did they play this map in?
I'm not sure if they've played it in previous seasons. So I wouldn't have that memory in my brain.
Well, I just mean season beat a good team on it, or when did we even play it? Actually, they lost to us on this, so that's a bit surprising. One of their only losses was on Badlands, and yet they pick it. And maybe they got excited and wanted to go hard at this map because they lost it.
Madmen are known for their chaos plays, right? Like this is a bit of a center of what I think is so good about.
I don't think this season, like you said, just with the scout changes and with how they play around just the pocket Rocky, they don't really chaos that much anymore. Apart from mid's complete chaos. Both teams just YOLO hard. On Gully at least, some of the other maps like Process, it's probably go for 10 minutes, half of them. It feels like they're that slow.
But if they're looking to unseat Coffee Clock and say we're going to put you on a map that you may not like playing, I don't
I mean
think
that's probably
Cookie
true.
likes.
Redcoat hates Badlands.
I don't
At
think
least.
Down likes it. Yule would
Yeah.
like it, I think, and I don't think Yui would. I don't think Yui would hate this
I mean, it's
map.
a good sniper map, so I don't see why he would hate.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's harder when teams play this passive, but it is a good flank scout map.
Imagine if they just if they play completely stupid and just tilt Coffee Clock off the bloody moon, and then they start doing solo scout Ubers.
I mean,
I
I
could
don't
see
think
it.
solo scout Ubers is kind of the meta though. All the time,
Yeah,
you just
but
always
you
solo
bring the
scout no matter
chaos,
what.
and then you rein back in the order when the enemy team is like with you in the chaos. You know, you make them think, oh, this game is just DM madness, and then you come in with a really well coordinated scout push.
Yeah, I mean, they do sneaky stuff. They might have been up all night doing Badlands strat so that they might have it down to a T. It's still just a
I wouldn't
bit
put
of
it
an
past Rocky.
interesting choice.
Yeah, for sure.
So just to say, I think that was the only round we played Badlands as well, was it? Or only good team they would have versed anyway.
Well, with the fact that the pick system is like you ban first, right? You ban 2 maps out of the map pool first.
Yeah, which was what Granary and what else was banned?
For this round, it was Kalinka.
Oh, that's fair enough. Kalinkas, yeah.
No one likes Kalinka.
I mean, I even if you do, like, I don't think, yeah, the teams. I'm surprised. I thought one of the teams might have just gone for some sneaky Kalinka strat. So I think that might be why Coffee Clock or whoever banned it's probably just confident enough
Yeah,
that they're
that's
better. I mean, that was kind of our fault. It's like we have no idea what we're doing. Kalinka sucks. We almost lost to that fish team. We'll just ban it so we don't have to think about it at all or try on it.
well. I think that's one of the issues, though. If let's say you scrim Kalinka, right, and you say we're gonna be the best team on Kalinka.
Yeah, then
With the
everyone
way
just
that
bans it.
everyone just bans it first up, and there's nothing you can do ever.
Yeah, that's it.
You have to, as a team, be able to play on all the maps well. And that also leads to that sort of general overall strategy. Instead of trying to be really specific.
The strategy overall is just so simple now. It's basically just everything centers on your pocket scout essentially, and how well they single is basically it.
Okay.
So, I mean, and that translates pretty well across every map.
Apparently, something's been happening. Redcoat's
Yeah,
getting
Redcoat
the
got backbanned. So see you, kid.
the back arrow.
Yeah.
Can't connect.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
if he actually got banned, that'd be hilarious. Ban wave
it
right
would
now.
would be. Imagine cheating on demo though. Like, come on, man. I said
Yeah.
not as bad as the Slam who cheated on Medic and NG so he could see invis spies and never get stabbed or sapped. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, who was that? You know the old ATF2L crowd? Like you had something and Dark and not Dorky, but their med. Who was their med's name? Because he hacked and he got
Like Havoc?
banned. Havoc MD, that's it. And then he like made his Steam profile look like it was hacked.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like 10. At least when I had it a lot, you had to wait like exactly 10 minutes, and then getting the ult. Ooh, might see a sneaky player swap if he's allowed to get the ult in. Who do you think, if Redcoat had to go on an ult and they had to get someone else demo for them, who would it be?
They're talking about Spade, but here right now, out of available players.
No, if they could pretend, or if they could get someone an ult in, and they're like, Redcoat's garbage, we just want another demo, who would they pick? If they could get anyone. Because teams have done that before, haven't they? Like they've just used I'm pretty sure Termo did it actually to like troll Div 2 or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that's wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know some people got banned for it. Time got banned for that. Yeah.
Div 6.
They should get Yuki back.
He's trying hard to get in here.
Because Yuki's pined every now and again for playing TF2. Hey, maybe they just get Paulson to play.
Pugs.
Yeah, and some pugs.
Think he pugged and then like, yikes, TF2 is a shit game now that Pocket Scout meta's a thing. Didn't bother with it. What are your predictions for this map then?
Ooh. I almost want to see what Coffee Clock's last play is going to be before I make that decision.
I mean, it'll be Redco once he's back in. It'll
It
fix
will be.
itself up. Unless he's
Are they
legit
actually just
banned.
waiting 10 minutes?
I assume, yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do. Like, once you try the other things, they normally work once, and then you have to just wait. And then half the time you get in for like 2 minutes and it bans you again.
Hmm.
Glad
Yeah, we're
Valve
just.
never fix anything in TF2 and just spend it all on VR, even though it's gonna work. I'm buying my index when it comes out, mate. Keen at.
I'm up in the air. I'm sort of I want to see what the game will be like before I buy a VR headset. You know, I wanna know. I'm wary.
Nah,
There
keen.
are some other games I'm interested in on VR though. Like Boneworks looks good. Some of the melee fighting games look like you should experience it as a human being, you know? Just once. Just to violently punch someone in the face, like with no social repercussions or anything. Like, just so you know whether it's really horrifying, whether it hurts your psyche. It's important
fuck.
information.
That'd be pretty funny. Yeah,
Haha.
Silvo saying get in some of your subs like Gary or Immature Llama.
They're
Not
just
sure.
This is the other issue, right? Because everyone now does roster writing for the
Yeah,
badges.
don't.
They
Yeah,
don't have actual subs anymore.
yeah, we had Lau, thankfully, considering how shit like our availability, generally the soldiers, and then our med was gone for a couple of weeks with work and all that. So we had a one real sub, and then yeah, it's like we let Xander down, doesn't get his placement roster ride. Sorry, man, and Seinfeld and someone else, I think.
I think Ori is gonna get his Ori's getting his Prem badge this season. Long
Very
time coming.
nice.
Yo, did Mute God ever end up getting a badge?
I think he got banned before he got. I hope he got banned before he got it because he was some idiot, aka Paulson, added him onto our roster as a good meme last season. But I think he got banned before he got it because he hacked an MG.
Why would you ever do that though? Why would you ever hack an MG?
I mean,
Like, think of the most
it's Mute God,
pointless.
man. Mute God.
That dude tried to like. Have you ever had him talk to you and like
Thankfully
ask you to duel him in MG, right? But then when you join the server, he adds another condition. It's got to be on this map.
and play spy and shit. Yeah,
and then
I've seen him do it.
You have to play spy. He has to play spy. You can't use the revolver. You can't use the knife. Like you can't use the butter knifing. It has to be backstabs
just a
only.
sapper battle.
And this is coming all from just someone saying, "Hey, you want to play MGE?" Weird, dude.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. Yeah, Redcoat's still. Surely it's been 10 minutes by this point, or maybe I'm just like really impatient. It looks like
It'll be
all of Mad Men don't really care. They're literally all AFK anyway.
They're just waiting 10 minutes. There's something so honest about that.
I think we didn't really get to go over much at the beginning. Have you been following the teams much throughout
This
the season?
Yeah, I have actually. Because it's been one of the most interesting seasons that I've watched in a long time, to be honest. All the top 4 teams are really, really strong. We've seen some really tight games, and I think it's been the first time where, like, roughly until about now, you haven't been able to decide a winner.
Yeah.
No team has been like, this team will win.
Yeah, because last season I think Coffee Clock were pretty hot favorites. The season before it was just was it Big Chungus, which was Mad Men basically, good old Big Chungus, and Coffee Clock again.
Big Chungus. They should go back to that.
The season before that it was basically Jasmine and I think, then Jasmine and Kill Bees or some shit.
Then Jasmine and like Yugi
or
Boys
Pencil
before
Case
that,
and Jasmine and Xeno.
yeah.
So it's 2 or 3 good teams. I think this is the first. Yeah, any of the top 4, like on their day, probably could win. Could have won. Yeah. Yesterday, I mean, it was close. It was like within a round or 2 throughout. Last map was already within a round.
It was such a nail biter at so many situations.
Fat warm-up
so many times.
Yeah, so I mean, anyone could win this one. It'd be cool to go to a game 3.
You sure about that?
Well, it'll be cool if it goes to a game 2 at this stage.
Yeah. I'm almost this is the thing though. No team can actually afford to forfeit here.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you kind of can, because I think they'd be confident beating Ratmen. And then, like I said, I don't think any of the teams really care about the maps that much. Like, because they all are pretty close on every map, I think, anyway.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much tied at this point. I can't think of a map that's more favored.
I mean, Viaduct is probably the only one, and that's yeah. I don't know. I feel like
I could see
Coffee
Granary
Clock would
being
be
Ratman heavy.
Coffee Clock probably be pretty happy with Viaduct, I would say, just because they're Cookie, Yui would probably be confident against Faith, Rocky on that. And
Has there been a single Viaduct game in Prem this season? Does anyone know?
My team beat Madmen on it, not in the whatever the round was. I don't think there were any other close ones.
Yeah, okay.
And that was kind of Enrith and Rocky had a pretty bad game generally, so kind of surprised Coffee Clock. I mean, that's the thing. No one likes picking Via in finals just because, oh, it's so different. We're not sure we know how to play it, kind of thing.
Just gotta channel
And they're kind of scared
buff
of
arms
it.
make strong huge.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, no one has kind of a sheep, so they're not like, oh, let's pick Via and he'll kill everyone for us. And that's if it goes bad, that'll happen. So yeah, not sure. Redcoat just online trying to join a thing.
I think they might be agreeing to play 5v5.
That's what happening. Cookie's being kicked from the team, and that was 5v5. I know. And Silvo's just playing for him. He's back on his old team. Was on Coffee Clock earlier in the season. It's just been a trap all season. He's just swapped over, taking all their strats just for this 5v5.
We're already at 10 PM, and we've played one map.
It's OzFortress, man. Are you surprised?
Yes, actually. This is like
OzFortress should start scrims at like 6 every day, just so we can actually play games and have them done by 10.
Just so we can go to bed at a reasonable hour.
Yeah. Like, what time is it in New Zealand? Like 12 or 1 or whatever?
Yeah, it'll be about 12 or 1. And then in Western Australia, it's like 8, 7?
Yeah, it'd be 7. It's night. Start at 6. That gives Western Australians like an hour to get home from work before the game starts while everyone else filters in. Sounds about what happens normally anyway. Redcoat's in here, so we might actually see video game. That was a really long time though.
Yeah, goddamn. This map better be worth it. I want to see them actually. Come on.
Yeah,
chuck some Chungus in there. Throw out a good midi.
Were there any middies? I don't remember any. That's what happens when no one does anything. No middies.
I think there were some. I think Down got one at last. That was like.
Did he?
It was a direct on a wall, you know, one of those. Like still clean midi, but sort of like into last. They're popped and knocked and forced in a direction.
Yeah, so as we go ahead, I think we'll just go over the rosters quickly. We've gained a lot of viewers apparently. We got Yui, Cookie Scout, Redcoat, Demo, Down, Your Soldier for Coffee Clock, and Arnold.
Who are the current Season 25 champions?
Yep, and yeah, Silvo, Hertz, Soldiers for Madmen, Enris Demo, Lockmed, Faithless, Rocky Scout, and Yule. They've been really aggro again this mid.
Redcoat's down early. These soldier bombs are really effective. Hertz will pick up Arnold in response though.
Yeah, and basically just once again.
Faithless re-entering. But Yui will get out.
But yeah, both. I'm kind of surprised because I feel like a lot of the teams on a lot of the maps, maybe it's just Badlands and Gully, that the style is more you have to go aggro early. Badlands especially, you always double Sully bomb. And yeah, everyone basically just dies instantly. Once again.
Because if you wait, you just get spammed and then you're in bad position.
Yeah, that's it. They are trying to fight that corner here. They're on crits actually. Arnold is. That's why he is ad. He's going to get crushed here. No. Silvo.
That's close.
Down? Oh, That's
But
disgusting.
they might have to back now, because this is 4v3. They've got Yule on
Yeah,
the flank.
Hertz is really low.
He
Yule
might
probably
pick up
die. Oh
Faithless.
no, that's nice.
clutch. Yule picks up
Radcoat
Faithless
does
and
die
House.
though. This is gonna
Like 1
be.
HP.
This is gonna have to be a Cookie or Yule crits because they're almost there and they don't have that much ad.
Yeah.
Radcoat's
they're
not
on.
gonna be up in time.
Coffee Clock have rolled out crits.
Come on, boys,
Alright,
let's
Yule.
go.
Alright,
I
Yule.
think Yule wants to wait till they forward. And
Hit
then
it like it's
crits.
2012.
Oh, they're
They've
just
waited
gonna...
too long. They have Uber now.
Yeah,
95.
but the
no,
thing
no
is,
time.
if they won, they're not gonna. I don't think they've noticed here though. I don't think they know. Oh no, they do. Oh, this is.
Yeah, double slot. They know.
This is cringe. That's what I mean. Like, that's what you get for being a bitch. You know.
That's what you get for not going in.
Yeah, exactly.
You get fucked.
They tried to play. Oh, Lock does get forced there. That was a really nice bomb, but this
That's
should still be
clutch, yeah.
round. Just leave Faith to cap. No one can block it, and then you just win.
NG will be useless.
Like, cause
Not enough time.
They actually, like, obviously they.
If it's more than just Enrith.
Like,
No,
why-
yeah, no.
They
They
might
took too
actually
long.
block it, yeah. Bitches. And now it's just even. So yeah, two bitch moves kinda from both teams. Because I feel if you just go into house and just YOLO crits out, one rocket on the middle of the point, you kill everyone, you know?
Pretty much. You could just go from house. You kill them
they
all.
just hide.
And
I
wait
don't think
in,
yeah, I don't
like,
think he even
height
crit-
disadvantage?
I don't think he even crits Yule in the end. He ended up critzing a scout and then just died instantly.
Why would you hold in height disadvantage
Yeah, a bit of
to
a
pop a crits
odd
for
one.
Uber?
Enrith does get picked though. Stupid orkies. should be a sack or something here.
This is so ridiculous, oh my god. You know, I thought esports had an Adderall problem, but I'm corrected. I'm wrong, obviously.
Yeah,
Look,
seems to be. They are
we'll
actually
see Coffee
pushing
Clock work
here.
out Crash here.
Nice. Silver's got
Silver's
himself
bats,
in a
yeah.
good spot. They are Down's getting crushed here too.
There's no hold here though,
Oh, this
from
is-
Madman. They have absolutely no
They're
hold
just
on Choke,
YOLOing it. Rocky has to take
but
out
Rocky
this
the
gun.
solo bar.
Redcoat's. Oh, they're gonna get it. Yule hasn't realized. Oh, that's really awkward. I'm not sure what. Yeah, that's exactly. Look at the chat. Lock is question marking. Hertz says no way. Because I agree. They knew that was there. Yui must have been. They're on my gun, boys, and screaming at them, and Yule kind of leaves. Like he could have blocked that. And then they just, like kind of like the first round, they just forget there's an objective and let them win.
What is going on? Alright, early bombs in.
Prem
We'll
was
see
tier
how,
two.
yeah,
Cookies on the
Prem
mid
was tier
instantly
two.
though. He does.
that's
Yeah,
really
Lock and
nice. Lock's
Crush.
down. Counterbomb in from Hertz. Arnold's caught. Both soldiers will pick him up, but 2 scouts for Coffee Clock. And
Yeah, I mean,
that
they
will
cleaned
collapse.
them up. Like, I think a lot of the strategy from Coffee Clock and from both teams is just smash the med. But I think Arnold needs to be, like, in a spot. If his team's going for that, he never seems to be in a spot where he can actually run away from once they get the med kill. Like, because Locke died instantly there, and Arnold's, like, in the worst possible spot. He's halfway up the ramp and just dies, or halfway up valley and just
Maybe
dies.
both teams are playing really reactive. They're not really trying to like pre-plan what they're doing. They're just
Well,
trying to say,
they're
what are
both going
they doing?
super aggro, but I feel like Arnold
Ah.
could, like, the moment he dies there, he's just kind of indecisive, I think. Yeah,
Can't really not
they-
vote Badlands off a pug. Hey, you gotta play it. Down will go down, and Yule
Oh,
as well.
nice
That's both soldiers.
Yeah, this
Coffee
should
Clock
be,
you're gonna have
should
to
be
back.
an easy push. I mean, they are kind of low, so they'll take a bit of time to heal. But surely they start going in. Rocky's going to take his time. Finally get the trap. Silver's just going to sack in the end, and it's awful, honestly.
No one collapses off his damage in the right ways.
They are
Coffee
finally
Clock
in,
can just-
but like, surely they can
They
just
can
back
ball.
and trade here. 'Cause
Yeah,
they,
it's
they
just gonna
drop-
be. Oh, they drop
Rocky
Rocky.
gets dropped as well. They're not going to try. I think the idea there, they're not going to. But actually, Cookie gets the fattest surf ever. Really unlucky. Actually surfs straight onto his head. So that's not awful in the end. Rocky does get dropped, but they don't Uber. But yeah, that's what I mean. Don't be a bitch. They took that so slow.
And they got punished for it, and now they're gonna have an Uber on them.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, Arnold's okay. Arnold's retarded, but if
He's
he
gone
was,
under.
if he was, yeah, this is. Oh my god, he almost escapes, but that was really dumb. Like, if he actually had someone to run him out and lock. Oh my god, is this really Prem? How did we lose, man, to this? I don't understand what's happening.
I would pay genuine money to hear Coffee Clock's comms right now.
Man, I'm voting for Ratman to win now, honestly.
Yeah, I want Ratman to win. They're actually playing together. They've
Like,
taken
what
this
was
mid.
that? Like, Arnold just gets abandoned, tries to 1v1 a scout while his team is fighting behind. Then the same thing happens with Locke just fighting a demo at choke by himself while his entire team goes to fight Spire. And so everyone just dies, and in the end,
No one knows how to play this map
Madman somehow
anymore.
got the point. It's just everyone.
This is gonna be a free second with Yui going down.
The calling just must have been like awful from both teams there. They're not really knowing what's happening.
They're gonna. This is sort of a forward hold here, yeah. So they're just gonna try to
They
take.
do actually have a little bit of ad. I don't think
Why
they
are they
can use
forward
it.
holding with Uber with 10% Uber advantage?
I mean,
or 20.
Just because they try and get a pick, they're actually going on Locke. Locke's not healing
They went
again.
through main.
Hello.
Lock is
Team?
No, that's
What is that? Locke just
so.
gets abandoned.
All of Ratmen are holding on bats.
Well, all the Madmen,
All of
yeah.
Coffee Clock.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, all of Mad.
Oh my.
Yeah, no, all of Madmen. They're holding like on bats. Coffee Clock Uber out of grey into them. That
Yeah.
should be a failed Uber. Except
And-
Locke is nowhere near his team,
Yeah,
and he's on
Spire.
Spire.
Locke is literally just on Spire, climbing up without a scout. Silvo's under here. He has been spotted and should die, hopefully. Eventually.
Eventually.
Yes. Yeah, I think this is calm down, boys. I know we have to win this map, but yeah, just relax. Oh, that's
Yui will
unfortunate.
get
Yui gets
caught.
meme trap. You all should get crushed here too. Just
This is
sneaks
really
out.
nice from Yule and down, just supporting each other in house. So
That's
powerful
just
fight.
a nice
but
bomb. And yeah,
That's
huge.
the punish.
Arnold dies, or
No one can
Mini,
punish
but
Hurts and
Locke
choke.
saves it. Down is kind of in behind though in house. He gets body blocked though, but Locke's gonna die. Oh, that's what I mean. Like they're just not prepared at all for these sacks, you know. Like both roamers basically do the exact same thing. They just jump around. Oh, it's a doorway. I'm just gonna shoot it because the med can't position or surf very well, and it happened.
In case you're joining us late, we're watching the OzFortress Season 26
Open
upper
grand
bracket finals.
Silver
Featuring
just
Mad
dies
Men.
there. Was Arnold already dead or did he die again?
He
Oh, he died again.
died
Oh my-
again. You will get caught on
why even
bats.
bother playing
Yui's
with meds,
just
man?
1v3.
Get a pyro and sniper in here, man. Fuck the medic. They never survive anyway.
Just fuck this. Let's just DM. Let's just DM. Let's DM, guys. I can't contain it. This is ridiculous. This is genuinely insane. And not in a good way.
No, so I forgot what happened for like the last 5 minutes, but it's ended in the same kind of situation.
If
This
you
time-
watched and tried to describe it, it wouldn't be better.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they do have full ad here, like 50-40% or so. They are forward holding a bit, but this should
Which
just
is smart,
be,
'cause they've
this
Ubered
should be a
us.
second round, but this is a really hard
But
point
they
to
won't
push.
even det sticks on Hurts, and Hurts will
You'll
just get
die
back into last.
instantly as well, which is bad. The gun's staying up though, and Rocky's soloing it. Enra's trying to pipe it. He finally gets it.
And
They
Hurts will
should
cap
have-
point, because literally
they
no
do.
one looks at him. And Down
I mean,
only
they-
sees
they-
him by
They
accident.
were all dead in the end though. That wasn't that bad. I mean, by the time Hurts was on the point, the whole team was basically dead. But yeah, you all died really early forcing, and it's not really worth it when they're in lobby.
The
But
point
yeah,
of a
so-
forward hold, though, is to make sure that they can't walk in through the lower shutters, and that's exactly what Hurts did before they
Oh,
pushed.
That's awkward. Didn't
And he
see
just
that.
went butt right, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if they just everyone just YOLOs hard, and yeah, Redcoat's dead
Yeah,
already.
this is a YOLO. High bomb's in really early. No
Enra's
demo
gonna
for
get-
Coffee Clock.
Enra's getting crushed here.
No position for Madman, though.
Yeah, they're
Player
out. Hurts is gonna
just,
die to Cookie. Cookie's
ah,
gonna kill
that
Silvo as well
counterbomb.
in house.
That
He
counter bomb
does.
from Silvo, I think, wins Madman this mid.
Yeah, oh, that's a
Yeah.
nice shot. Arnold's not gonna be able to sneak out of this, and yeah, instead of fighting under the point this time, he decides just to end it, which is probably the better move. Pretty bad start from like ignoring all the chaos. They're 2-0 down, full Ubrad down again, and 2-0, like 2-0. So this could easily be a 3-0 if Madmen like remember how to play.
If they remember how to play. Look, honestly,
Yeah.
Madman 2-0, they're actually starting to get their groove on this. I imagine there's a little bit of screaming, a little bit of, you know, what the... But they're now playing a game. They're deciding what they want to do, they're fighting points, and they're taking Ubers.
Yeah, like
It's
you
up to
said,
Coffee Clock.
their positioning was awful at the end, like pretty close to the end of that mid. It's just they got the kills. Rocky's just insanely aggressive Uber, and
He dies.
yeah, okay. Well, that's,
Great Uber.
Yeah, okay. That
That's
was
fair.
not,
It's
not
a fair-ish push. But no, okay. Oh, everything will get reflected.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I think it's unnecessary. Like they had, oh my god.
And if it's successful,
just
they
see what
can't do a
happened?
sentry.
Silver was trying to
Silver
get
walking
arrowed
in.
and the scouts got blocked. The scout blocks the arrow and steals it. So that they all YOLO that in the end. I feel like that was unnecessary though. If they just wait, there's no way they fuck that up. It's just it's still 40%. But yeah, they decide the aggro and Rocky goes too far and gets dropped. He probably forgot it is possible for scouts to get dropped in Ubers, even in this day and age. And yeah, so went from easy 3-0. Oh, Cookie, okay, Cookie dies. They do have a sniper on Silver as well in forward spawn. Yui dies, and they Uber. This is really bad. They're not going to kill anyone, I don't think, either. So,
Yeah, wow.
And Faith, I think that was a bit unnecessary to go that aggro. Tried to get in and kill someone, didn't work out, but...
It's a bit of a counter picker. Bit of a snowball, but too early. Far too early.
Yeah,
And now they have no scouts. Coffee Clock are gonna get race ups. They have no soldiers now.
Everyone just dies somehow with full Uberad? Did they all just walk into corner, get piped, and then jumped and died?
Yeah.
Because both scouts died to a pipe. Well, Faith died in house. Rocky walked around the corner, got piped.
And died,
They are
yeah.
in here, and
Just died down.
Arnold...
Oh, red coat.
Like,
Oh,
did
that's
you see?
nice.
That's disgusting, though. Arnold fucks up beyond belief and just leashes a scout and he sprints out in half a second. He is going to get cleaned up, or not, somehow survive. I must admit, this is much more interesting than what I was expecting.
I like this much more than Gully Wash.
Not in a good way, but much better. So,
in a morbid way.
Another complete shit fight. Like they Uber in because they knew they had full out despite all that was going on. Yeah, they push everyone back. Arnold somehow survives for a little bit.
And then gets dropped with
And
a bow.
Yeah, then she runs out with scouts, walks back in, gets dropped by Bo.
Everything is safe.
Well.
I can stand still on middle now.
So where Wei was moving, it was a pretty good shot. But now back to the same situation. Full ad here. I hope they don't rush this though this time. Hertz just walked off the bats, okay. They still have to just go.
No, this is a tack sack, right? They're gonna wait for the 20% like advantage to just fade, and then they're gonna run sniper.
They are just waiting.
They're gonna run sniper. No
So,
spy.
yeah, they
no.
had 40
heavy.
ad, but they build really badly, and yeah, Hertz just soldiers
yeah,
down
sniper.
himself. And yeah, Hertz is on sniper. But they had
Sniper,
40
I guess.
ad man, but they weren't building, and then Hertz just falls off. My god, man. The pressure is on. Very high pressure game.
I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago where the NBN was probably the strongest player in the ozfortress community. You know, the competitive scene overall. But
That's
someone's
struggling
changed,
a bit
and
on
I
the
don't know what it
sniper.
is.
Oh, gets dunked by Cookie. Cookie's expecting that.
M1.
You're
D,
just
D,
walking
D.
at them as well. Not sure this is the most effective sack. But, Cookie
Yeah,
just
sick
baits
trade,
him and body shots him.
Sick trade.
And then gets
Very well.
face hype, so... I mean,
4v4.
I'm glad they're actually doing stuff though. Like I've had
for
streams where one of the teams they would just not push out, or like they wouldn't do anything just because they were scared about it snowballing into a loss.
Look,
So I
I
mean,
think
it's
Coffee Clock have woken up a bit. They've got a sentry now. They're actually poking out here. Yeah, it's
I
very
think
easy to
Arnold's
just...
still a little bit asleep, but you know, if they can sort that out, I think they'll be right. If they cannot lose this round, I think is Cookie behind on Spy? Oh, he actually is doing something. It'll be interesting to see where he goes though, because you obviously can't get up bats as Spy. I think he might just poking the Enrith. Oh, he'll kill
This
Hertz.
is a free snipe,
Hertz
yeah.
will be mad. Lol, get owned. No chat, fine. That's surprising. Maybe he's typing it up. And he's just gonna swap off, so
Handcrafting a formal response.
Anticlimactic. He's gonna go for Faith here. He could crush him. He has already, but yeah, he manages to get back.
Ooh,
And
that's clutch
face
for Fozzlm.
rocket.
That's just
They're
the rockets you need to
Bit
hit. They're just good.
disappointing for our only spy play. Hertz is on spy, and he's much better than Cookie, so he might kill someone useful. I'm not sure if Arnold's really looking for it either. Like isn't really turning. He is turning around a little bit here, and you're kind of watching it. Is Hertz
He's
already on
looking
him
for
though?
a cash.
Yeah, scout. Yeah. Oh, Yui on the NG actually on the ball.
Oh, hey, we saw a Widowmaker 5K yesterday as well.
Yeah, that was a bit cringe. And
Yeah.
they just Down just YOLOs
I
their
sure
forces, and they're not going to get anything off this. So that's a really good play by Down.
They're not even going to use the tail end to try to force. They're just straight out.
I just don't think they could with the gun. There's like nothing
Yeah,
you can do
true.
against the gun.
And it risks the counter push with you.
That's his sniper again though. He's pretty forward, which is kind of surprising. Or has he moved back? He has moved back now. He wasn't Spire. But yeah, they're going drop down. They are just walking in. Ricket's kind of by himself here.
This is.
Unfortunately, Hertz
They
can't
need to keep
connect
walking
much.
forward. Like Coffee Clock can't just let them sit and choke. Yeah, Madmen have been bullied. Down's behind them. He's making stuff happen, but they're not
I'm
ready
not sure
to
if that was
capitalize.
needed though.
Probably
Like,
not.
Like they had
Also,
the full ad. There's two behind
Faithless
here.
Silver behind. Hertz is trying to poke.
The thing is that they're probably gonna fuck about so much that Madmen are just gonna be able to walk out of mid here with Uber. They're not even gonna go. Like that's how much they fucked about with that. Like
They've just given up 50% advantage.
I don't really get the logic of Down going for a play there when you have full ad and
then
just walks
wasting
into Silver.
the
Yeah,
ad.
exactly. A 40-second ad, man. That's literally the whole fucking Uber. It's like a 48-second build time, isn't it?
Yeah,
like on
it
average.
is.
Like literally wasting
Not on
almost the whole
average.
Uber.
It's usually 50.
Is it? Okay.
It's
Well,
because of
48 is
bows
quick.
and like bad heals.
And
But
Down's
yeah,
just gonna cringe from again. Actually, they're just walking in here. They
Down
do have
get
Uber
that
though.
shot. Yeah.
This is a weird play. Yui and
Silver's ended
Yeah.
up behind them, and I don't know whether they know. He's trying to make
Cool. Enris just somehow dying. Silver.
They
Cookie
just
is making plays. though.
tractor beam in.
That's just so weird though. Like they waste the whole Uber and then they just fuck it, we'll YOLO while they have a sniper and then they just win it.
I wonder whether Coffee Clock's ultimate strategy is to just bore the enemy team to death.
I mean that's what works us honestly. It's quite the strategy. It doesn't work so well when you're losing though. You take the 1-0 lead and then you bore the enemy team to death. Is how it's meant to work. But they fucked up the first bit. But I mean, Madmen, like it's been chaos for them, but they're still the 1-2-0 ahead. So they'll still be feeling pretty confident here. They do have Uber now as well. Not sure, like you said, not sure if they need a forward hold anymore. Don't want to get caught out. Hertz is
Yeah,
still really
they'll back
aggro
up.
here, and eventually will walk away. Yui on the sniper this time, so we'll see if he can get more done than the aggressive Hertz that last sniper.
Yeah, I had a weird feeling that Madmen would take this over Coffee Clock, just on Badlands.
Well,
I just think
it was like we were saying before. It was surely that
chaos.
they must have known something was gonna be up if they picked Badlands after losing the only important game on Badlands. So they must have done something or had a feeling, like you said, about maybe the chaos.
And then they've actually, channeled the chaos and then slowly unchaosed it.
Yui spends about 10 seconds zoomed in, completely whiffs, and then headshot body shots him in a space of like a second.
It's all
Rocky
about the
gets
ritual
body,
of
he gets
emotion.
rollied. That's unfortunate.
Ooh.
But Down just walks
we'll see
in
the
and
Uber,
dies
yeah.
as well.
Their
Yeah, I
exchange.
think that would have been easy because if Down dies, Redcoat's been kind of abandoned, and Yui dies on the sniper there too. So that's really awkward. They had a 2-player out, and Down just dies somehow. And then then they trade still, and Yui gets picked up during the Uber by a soldier. So that's pretty unfortunate by Coffee Clock.
Do you think Ratman will push? No.
Since Ratman aren't playing doubtful, but Madmen don't seem to be pushing either.
Sorry, Madmen. I'm
Yeah,
saying
they're-
Ratmen instead of Madmen, hell no. Because they
Yeah,
are Madmen. Madmen Grand Prix.
Yeah. It's what you want them to be. Hertz walks out, drop down, goes AFK and dies.
A lot of men.
Oh, he was
Lot of men
spy. He was
teams.
spy is why. But yeah, I mean,
Where is
might as
Big
well- might as
Chungus
well
gone?
go for something.
Alright,
Well,
red
well,
team is now
nothing's
Big
happening.
Chungus.
I like these dispenser plays though. They're very meta. You put the dispenser. It actually does block your gun from shooting half the time though, which is pretty funny. Rocky's
Yeah,
actually
it blocks
just
spam,
gonna
but
put
also
his
doesn't help.
body on his line to save the gun there while the NG builds up.
What a bro.
Down does the old Badlands strat where you go behind the point and shoot up, but doesn't really work anymore when there's nothing to block so much. You can't just hide anymore and the gun just kills him, so a bit awkward. But yeah, I like I was saying before, pre-game, I don't really like the new point that much. Redcoat gets headshot as well, so that should be a push out.
It's actually a lot easier to hold in ways that's
Yeah,
probably
well,
not
there's
fair.
no sneaky place anymore. Like you can't really do the double scout
No set
play.
strats, yeah. You
It's more
can't like
it's more like
bust
you
in.
have to kind of win the fight generally. They do, yeah, they get forced there, just a nice push out, and they're not gonna even kill anyone off that. So yeah, Redcoat dying really bad for them.
We still see all 6 of Madmen here, just sitting on last.
Surely they're not gonna like, they're actually gonna time this out. Oh my god, this is a Bender would be proud. I am not though. They're actually just wanting the time. They have
They're not pushing.
6.5 minutes to hold this. Or
No, this will be the
7.5 map
mistake.
time.
Watch this. This will be the mistake.
Yeah, I
Because
don't really
they've
agree
just
with
given
that at
up their
all.
momentum.
You have full. I mean, I don't think it's that. You have full ad. It's just such a bitch move. Like you could, if you lose this one, even if it's 5 minutes down the track, if you lose a mid, that could just be a draw.
The
When
other,
it's like, how likely are you to fuck up? Like it was a full Ubrad. Like they would have only been down a little bit, even if they fucked up their Uber a little bit, you know?
because they've just said to Coffee Clock, yeah, you still only need 1 push. If
Yeah,
they'd capped second
exactly.
and kept pushing in, Coffee Clock would need 3 pushes, but
Yeah,
now they only need 1.
Plus, with the way Coffee Clock are playing, Coffee Clock probably wouldn't have like sacked maybe 1 player. They probably would have just bitched back to mid and got their Uber, you know? And they could have just been same situation for holding. I mean, this is surprisingly slow by Coffee Clock still. Like they still have nothing happening. I guess just spam the gun finally. That should issue something now that it's even still. Like you're 2-0 down, you don't want to fuck about too much. Redcoat is eventually going to single here. It's not a great, I mean better than expected honestly. He gets the gun again. He's going to jump
moving
top
to left is
into-
here
is
now.
that-
Yeah, I really
it's
like
kind of
that.
brain, but he does get cleaned up. But Cookie's going to come
But
in
no
as
one
well
else is in
kill.
with him. We'll see the soldiers bomb in now,
Just
and
on
they'll get point pressure.
He's going to win this 1v1 I think. No, Rocky crushes him in the end, but this is a huge shit
Nice
fight.
saw.
Nice pipe.
Oh, lock.
No!
Arnold!
Oh my
It's the mistake. They fucked up.
It was a 3v1 or 3v2.
They lost their
and they just
momentum.
literally just let him cap. What is
They
that?
gave it up to Coffee Clock, and now it's a 1-2 game.
Oh, that's like the worst way to lose it. They've won the fight and they're just... What's an objective? Like half the rounds, there's been 1 good push and then the rest of the game's just... I forgot the fucking objective.
Whoops, I guess I capped.
Enris gets crushed instantly here. This is a really good mid as well.
This is really nice.
Like you've said, they've lost...
They lost
their
momentum by not pushing there.
Rocky, that's a really nice kill by Rocky though. Slows him down a little bit, but yeah, it is the full ad. Faith hasn't been seen here. It will be tough though because of the positioning Arnold's taken here, pretty forward. Quite smart. Faith isn't going to be seen though, I don't think. So if he can, he hasn't been seen still. Arnold.
Coffee Clock going through
actually
Valley.
braining here though. That was really smart from Arnold though. Like he went balcony and above, so Faith couldn't really get anything. But
Yeah, there
so
wasn't a sort of risky angle, and they just waited for the scout. Full Uber this is rough.
Yeah, full Uber this side when you could have just had second and you threw a round away, and you're going to be a bit tilted. That's the tilt death. That is 100% a tilt death. And they've just Ubered in here.
Pyro's not in the right
much
position to be
with the
effective.
Uber.
The Pyro looks at a single soldier and doesn't deny the Uber.
They haven't really killed anything.
But he still
though.
kills Yui?
Like they're
Yeah,
stuck in spot.
wow.
Emrys does die though, but they might clean this up as 3v3
It's up to
here.
Reiko.
Rocky's actually remembering that the point is an objective though. Arnold's going to come in and frag though. He's going to kill the Soli. No. Yeah, so
That's so poverty.
Pyro was a big
That's so
range.
poverty.
But they didn't really take advantage of everyone being in spawn much, and they somehow... Rocky survived for like 10 minutes, is the main thing I think. Like you said, the Pyro was garbage, but he killed Cookie and defended the point for like forever before he died. So they didn't really take good positioning. That was a kind of a panic one, you know, it's like...
And
oh,
Red
we
Code
gotta
also
push
using
the point.
pipes. Yeah,
Yeah.
not sticking
We
and like
just have to
supporting
push the
Arnold.
point instead of just taking top, just shoot down at the point and you win that so easy.
I like the
Yeah.
soldier bomb. Yeah, you know, you give it a go. But Yui getting picked up is really rough. We'll see the
mean,
momentum now shift back with that failed
Yeah,
last push.
I mean, they're not going to even get Uber for last year either,
Now
so that's
they
pretty
go
bad.
valley.
Yeah, locked. I like the thing Arnold did though with jumping up the top part though. This is full ad though, and like I think they know they have to be quick this time. I don't agree with that at all though from Hertz. Maybe they don't realize it's ad because of how slow it is. But yeah,
Maybe they
actually,
just forgot that ad exists.
I mean, this isn't the worst play now though. Like if you hold this Spire forever, which is easily possible until they fuck up, and then you win.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
This is probably the most defensible.
But we'll see the aggressive scout trade in.
It's awful though, is it? It's kind of, I mean, it's not completely awful, but Cookie's kind of by himself here. You'll get a nice end down.
The soldier bombs starting to happen. No
Down should
frags
get
yet.
cleaned up, though.
Down
Hertz
clean.
will die as well, doesn't get arrowed, which he's expecting.
Just
Everyone
this
else in and out.
pocket play
And that's a good
chariot
push
play
out
from
there. That was
Coffee
really
Clock.
well done though. Yes, Cookie. It wasn't the greatest Uber, but he gets the force, and Yule and Down get the space to jump basically. And
It
Down,
also,
Down survives long. Oh, Cookie! That's like the 4th time he's died to that same shitty trap. Like he just walks over the train and gets blown up.
Also, Coffee Clock shot
And yeah,
more
that's gotta
people
be
on the
safe
right side
fight
of Spire.
due to that. This
Yeah.
is really weird from Rocky though. He just walks out and gets crushed. Maybe, and Faith does the same thing, so that's some serious miscommunication there. Bow Scout's kind of just feeding. Arnold does die for probably the 14th or 15th time this map. Probably to a soldier the 15th time as well. So that is a saving kind of
Dude,
grace
the
here.
stats for this game. The stats! They're gonna be so rank.
So this is full out. I don't think they're going to bitch here like last time, because they lost to it. Yeah, they're going to defend. Oh my god, that's unfortunate. Roko gets the trap. They do take it. They do have the ad here. They might go back to last here. I think they will.
I think
they could bait them. I think it's brain to bait them. Yeah, Rocky's baited them in. They used here. Arnold should die.
this
Rocky will get
not
him.
so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Arnold's picked up.
If they could save Hertz, yeah, Hertz is fine. Yeah, that's a really good smart play there. Like they don't bitch it. Might have been what Coffee Clock was expecting. Cookie's doing good work here with Yui though. Somehow wasting like 10 minutes and doesn't die.
Still
he really can't
threatening
die.
a back
Dying
cap,
here
yeah.
is really bad here though, which he will in the end. Yeah, Faith
Yui
might
will
be
take
cleaned
the
here.
fire.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's
kill by Yui.
nice.
So yeah, this has to just be like, yeah,
Downers.
all forward. Everyone just
Yeah,
YOLO.
they're getting ready. They're just setting up to hold. Coffee Clocker. Oh, Coffee Clocker just gonna run around.
Yeah, they kind of have to.
Yeah, they're
Hertz
straight
has
in.
been caught up here,
60
but
seconds.
Yule lands on a soldier. Yui's in behind here. Lock might die. Yui can't hit. Oh, 1 health on Lock. He will die here though. Down surely knows where he is.
This
It
is
does
the
get
3v3.
rocket.
It's
So
up
yeah,
to Coffee Clock.
45 seconds. I don't think Silver and Faith can really do anything here. Yeah, they have to just back. Basically 35 or probably 25 seconds for glory, you know? I think Cookie and Down just have to go Uber here. Like, you have to just go.
They
You
have
don't
to just
time.
go.
Get
Because
less.
your resub waves need to
Yeah,
be like
it's so
getting into a
bad.
dead area.
I think Redcoat's going in drop down. They have to just go now. Like, it's
20 seconds.
I think they might have fucked about a bit.
This
You
is
have to
not enough time.
Just go. What the fuck are they
15
doing? Or is our timer fucked, or are they just retarded?
10 seconds.
Surely our timer is fucked and they aren't this
Yeah,
brain
there's
dead.
no way they've screwed this up in this. Redcoat gets dropped in the Uber. 5 seconds.
Oh my god, Coffee Clock are the dumbest team imaginable. Why? What the fuck was that? Are they fucking for real? Why would you wait that long? Like maybe they thought they had to have Redcoat, but like they spent like 10 minutes buffing and lobby with. They Ubered with like 11 seconds left.
And then
Are
they
you
waited
fucking
for
kidding me?
another 5 seconds
Yeah,
before they actually walk in.
Exactly. Like they had.
There's no
40
flow
seconds.
to the way Coffee Clock are playing. They're looking at
What?
each other and waiting and seeing who's gonna walk through first. But no one is willing to like actually step through the doorway uninterrupted and just go, yee?
Yeah.
Coffee
I just
Clock
don't-
need
they
to
had 40
yeet Snake Water.
seconds of ad there where they could have gone in, and then 20 seconds everyone was in lobby and they wait till like 11 seconds because they were buffing and stuff. Like yeah, that would we need our insider and their mumble. they're probably, hopefully, they're all calling each other retarded because that's what they should be. Should be
Agreed.
doing at that moment, because that was quite the throw. Like full ad, and you basically don't use.
Oh my god. Longs. So, alright. We are gonna see Yule
Yeah,
top
stat-wise,
damaging once
Yule's
again.
Yule's
Yule's
big,
playing so well.
big dick damage. Yeah.
Yule understands. Yule played, you know? He played on Yule's Scepter. He knows how to play Badlands. Represent. Yeah, okay. Then we have Enrith, Hertz, and Silver on the winning Madmen team, all at 250 DPM. Then followed by Redcoat at, 7.2k, Cookie at 7, down at 6.8. And then Madmen Scouts, notably dealing the least amount of damage and generally just playing frag, collapse, and cap.
The flank scout was a bit of a cry, bit of a sad game for both. They basically do no damage, like at all. And I mean, they didn't really take none because they were on NG for 5 minutes each, but that's still a bit of a not a fun game for them there at all. Kill wise, yeah, it was, not surprisingly, it's scouts win. I mean,
Cookie was a lot.
Cookie, apart from walking into like every trap imaginable, was doing pretty good work generally. And yeah, Arnold somehow only dying 12 times with Locke dying 7. So yeah, Arnold dying a bit too much to compare to the other med, and a drop, which is never good, never too useful.
Average time before using for both teams was 45 seconds for Coffee and 54 seconds for Madmen. Madmen were actually
I don't
worse.
don't know what that actually, because I mean that includes, when it's even though when you never do anything.
Biggest advantage lost 39 seconds.
Yeah, but
both of them lost 2.
That's pretty long.
That's a full Uber. They could have Ubered in,
2 full Ubers
reset,
where they do
waited,
nothing.
and re-Ubered. Also, what was with that crits to mid? And then staying in choke and just letting them die.
It was because they were both spawning, wasn't it? It wasn't a crits 2 actually like into mid. It was both meds died out mid, and then they went up.
No, it was
crits,
the mid
wasn't
rollout.
Was it?
It was the mid rollout.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the play was on that. Like you said, they were literally sitting under, like lower, like they were on patio, then they jumped down, and then Yule didn't even get crits. It was on a scout killing a jumper, and then they all exploded. So yeah, not sure. That's probably why they never went back to it, I imagine.
Just, we don't need to play crits, Craig.
I mean, no one really plays it because yeah, all the demos are pretty bad now,
Except
so not worthwhile.
Oh, with that stick trap, who do you think is the best demo man in Australia now?
With
Enrith dying to that stick trap from Redcoat on bats.
I mean, it's always been deft, let's be honest, so
the
the stats will vindicate that opinion. Don't worry. Got the insider knowledge. Okay, and let's forget about that map ever happened. It's down to the last map, some Snake Water. Good old Snake Water, actually a good map.
The default map of the game
That's it.
for our final match. It is already, 10:40.
So did they play this map last week as well? Or
yeah, this was the decider as well.
And who won? So that like one team won one map. There was a draw last week.
Coffee Clock, MMGP.
I'm assuming Coffee Clock won.
Coffee Clock beat MM on Snake
3-1.
3-1, and they lost on Sunshine 0-1.
Yeah, so
That's
I mean, it'll be close,
game.
but I'm assuming that they feel confident having won last week is why they would pick it. I actually can't do that, but I'm blanking hard on how the game went. It was definitely less chaos. Obviously, the finals has obviously caused quite a few mental breakdowns in both teams.
And the collective psyche of our community.
Yeah, that's it. At least my psyche, definitely.
Me too, brother. Me too. And for all that momentum lost and all that play, Madmen still end up taking Badlands. Coffee Clock took. I've complete Gully Wash. They took Gully Wash 3-2.
Yeah, I definitely think Madmen were the better team on Badlands. Like, I think they would have been further ahead had they not done that dumb shit at last and just holding and by being bitches instead of. They probably could have taken that all the way to mid and just held mid.
Yeah, for sure. Look, Madmen had some semblance of good play, But the game was still about who made more mistakes. And Coffee Clock in that game made way more
Yeah,
mistakes.
definitely. Yeah, Cookie dying to traps, Arnold dying to every bomb, all that kind of thing. And yeah, just got out DM'd a little bit as well that time. Like the damage was pretty even, but yeah, there were 10 more kills too. Man, so they were able to clean up a little bit better. So predictions for this one. Do you think one team will find their brains somewhere?
Honest prediction? 0-1 to Coffee Clock. And I want to see a 4-5 to Madmen. Because I believe, based on that performance, Madmen deserve to win. Excuse me.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go Coffee Clock since they won last week. Probably a 4-3 to them. Hopefully some, because in one of the maps, I'm not sure if it was this one. Actually, it was Sunshine. Sunshine, they fucked up like beyond belief at last pushes. This map, it was a bit better, but yeah, I think it'll come down to whichever team can convert that. Because there were like heaps and heaps of ads. Like it was really surprising. It was only 3-1 last time, and we have a ready up from both teams. No, okay, yes. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see the mids on this map though, because a lot of the teams, like, there's
Everyone
been
knows what they're doing now.
well, there's no in between on this map this season so far. Either you go super aggro, or you basically AFK for like 30 seconds and spam. There's basically been no in between.
Yeah, either the full passive mid and unique
Yeah, or
out,
full
or
aggro. Yeah, like I think both teams have changed between which one they think is better.
We'll see the early
Yeah,
soul progression now.
both
Down
kind of
jump.
just.
Yule's done well picking up silver. Hertz will go down as well.
There's no positioning
Cookie
on
and
Madman,
Rocky.
though.
So
like,
we'll see the scout trade on top.
Down did die
Yeah,
really
no position.
like pretty early though, but he bullied Madman all the way out. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I remember last time this happened every time as well.
I'm immediately rescinding my prediction and making it a 5-minute 5-0 to Coffee Clock.
The thing is, I think this happened last time as well though. The medic always survives at mid because they played so passive. Like Locke survived a lot. Like I think they lost a lot of mids, but then he ran away.
Reiko gets saved here. This is really
Yeah.
nice.
They
Yeah,
still
so if you
haven't
play
capped
so
mid
passive,
though, so they do end up getting back to silver dies.
you can
But
never
yeah.
ever end up being holding last without Uber. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Locke played really passive, so like even if there was like a whiff of losing, he would run away. This is
Yeah,
a sack
for
though.
sure.
Enrith just gets abandoned. It's a bit awkward, but I mean, I guess they'll take that since Locke was just hiding and they forgot he existed. So I think that the team plays, yeah, like already been a lot better from Coffee Clock. Like that mid though, the soldier bombs were really coordinated. Like it's obviously the aim was to push him back straight away and knock him down because of where they bombed. Like Silver got crushed instantly, and Down took that positioning on top left. Like he did die pretty quick, but like he bullied them out so hard with the Yule bomb as well
Oh, that's all
that they had
needed,
no chance of winning. Yeah, exactly. They had no chance of winning.
It's all you have to do as a soldier sometimes. Your death is your team's success.
I'm
Make that
liking
into a shirt.
the dispenser plays.
Just
Down?
to deny players, yeah.
Just because it's funny that everyone spends heaps of time building dispensers now. Gets them off to level 3 and all that. Down, yeah, jumped in, got crushed. Hurts.
This is too much of a counter sack. That's 2 picks.
Yeah, I mean they still probably won't
They have
be
better
able to do too
spawns,
much
and
of
they'll
that.
pick up Enrith in lobby.
Yeah, that's and Rocky.
And Rocky.
Yeah, so NG Medic Uber, let's go boys.
This is easy and breezy. They can just deal with the sentry.
I think they're just
They
gonna.
can sticky point. They
I'm
can force
surprised
you Uber
Arnold
first.
has come in so early here because they're gonna get a couple of spawns, and like Faith is still on full health on points somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe a bit too much going anti-bitch, and just everyone poured into lobby and got thumped by Coffee Clock.
1-0 to Coffee Clock, 3 minutes.
And then Locke doing a lock and not wanting to Uber, and yeah, ends up hitting him in the NG because his whole team cringed a bit. So a good start compared to last night Coffee Clock.
Oh, this is a lot nicer. We'll see the passive mid out here from both teams again. Down will jump aggressive now, followed by Yule. They want to focus Rocky. Both their soldiers wanted to focus Rocky.
Yeah,
That
a bit of a
was
weird
their
call.
play.
Arnold
It works
somehow
perfectly. It works
survives there,
more than perfectly.
and Silver gets bashed. And yeah, this is what I mean. Once again, Locke's just hasn't taken any damage. He's just fully out.
Oh, you know what this is? This is the Redcoat call of, hey, who should we focus, guys? Because they just want to tilt one player off the moon, and that's going to be Rocky right now.
It's pretty clear that they know like this map a lot better. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
As well,
feel like
yeah.
Gully and Badlands especially haven't really been scrimmed that much. Whilst you know, Snake is always a stable. Everyone loves this shit. Everyone plays it constantly.
Snake, what is the inoffensive sort of corporate drivel you get, you know? It's offensive to no one, so it's
Yeah,
always
exactly.
played.
This in process, they're like, yeah, everyone likes that shit. We'll just scrim that twice a day, every day, the whole season.
And only pug on this in process and sunshine sometimes. Equally with horse.
Slowing it down, both teams sniping. We'll see who wins this one. Yui, not sure. Yeah, trying to peek on the pipe. I think he knows Silvo took a shot and missed from Cheese. Oh, Yui gets body shot. Silvo probably should have been able to kill him there because Yui was barely moving. So yeah, this is more kind of what we'd expecting. Both teams playing it fairly slow, playing it safe, letting their magical snipers do their things.
Waiting for the epic 1v2s. The easy picks.
Bit cringe that they're already aiming for the other sniper. I think eventually Yui will get bored and walk in, I think. Or Hertz probably could have got body shot there and died, but I think Silvo's given up on the duel, has he? Yeah, he's just watching a different one. They're looking at each other through the fence now.
Riveting. This is interesting in a certain way, right? They both really have to eke each other out and make sure that, you know, they don't die themselves. Silvo's safer than Yui is, I'd say.
It's definitely a change in mindset kind of from last map.
Ah.
Yeah, go a lot of the time, and then a couple of times they weirdly decided not to do that when it was the wrong call. This time, yeah, they're playing it safe. They're playing it more like how they normally do. I think Yui was trying to get in really far there because he's probably thinking eventually he'll get a sneaky one. Where's Silvo now? Back in.
He's holding in cheese.
Yeah, cheese.
Just watching Z.
Eventually, one of them will kill the other one eventually. Surely they'll get body shot and die.
Eventually.
I think Silver, yeah, they've gotten. Fuck the
I
sniper duel.
swear to God, if my original prediction becomes correct, I'm gonna be really mad. Don't make it 1-0.
Yeah, the 5-0 is
Please don't.
a bit unlikely at this stage.
This shouldn't be in the script.
Yui gets crushed though, and they should be able to do something on this
Yeah,
now
they got
that
the
Silver's
sniper
back
pick.
on Soli.
Yeah, Silver's so safe like that, and Yui has to be not safe.
They
Like,
kind
the
of got
sniper
bullied
dynamics
here,
are
though. Yeah,
so
you're
different,
really
but they
well
lose Rocky.
positioned. I mean, they probably won't be able to do too much of this. Actually, they are
Soldier,
just going in.
bomb. Lock drops hurts. It's not really a drop. You wouldn't pop from that.
Yeah, Enris is really low, and they're pretty badly positioned.
But yours in.
Lock,
that's a really nice.
Drop. Oh, Lock drops doesn't.
That's
expect
such a good
scout.
surf. That's such a good bow, but like.
I think
There's
that's
6
the
players.
one you just have to kind of. Your team's fucked up a bit. You just kind of need to Uber and save it a little bit. Instead, he
Got a bit too cute.
assumes. Yeah, he assumes it'll be the single bomb rather than, like we said earlier, you need to go in teams. Like have someone else can come in once the first person's made space, and yeah, just drops.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's not like he couldn't have known Cookie was in a hut, but he has to know that there's a scout nearby.
Yeah, well, he must know that that's happening though. Like his team's in disarray at that point. Hertz has died, Rocky's still dead, Enra's slow. They're all kind of running everywhere. You kind of need to know that at this point we either need you need to kind of just expect that and be looking to at least Uber on someone and go in. This is
this is a really high bomb and suspend.
Enra's got C.
Get the sentry.
They are just capping though, and that's a really good Uber from Arnold, honestly. Arnold perfectly played that basically. Like, Draco gets a bit bullied by the gun, but Arnold flashes at the right time. Cookie crushes the guy that jumps him on point. And yeah, that's a pretty standard,
sure. Yeah,
well done Uber, basically.
They dropped no one to a really rough situation, and they were able to get 2 picks in the end.
Yeah, good picks, good time on point. Very well played. More what we expect.
Down will
just
go
gonna
first.
go in straight away here. With
Oh
down,
no, you're
soldiers,
first.
soldiers
Yeah.
everywhere.
This is a really good bomb.
They've taken the positioning though.
Lock's
is a little
really
bit
lit
low.
early. He's gonna have to. He could get punished really hard, but it'll be the scout duel.
Yeah, both
Good
scouts
focus,
just run
good
and got
faith.
thumped. They do have a
Cookie
little
will
bit
go
of
down.
positioning, but Redcoat is kind of low here, and they want to take advantage of that. They realize Redcoat's reloading. He's so low. He needs an arrow or something.
Oh,
Actually
Rocky
just
will lose in 2019
Yeah,
ulti duo.
gets unlucky pipe to the face, and yeah, Coffee Clock probably should have lost that, but
They should have. They really should have.
They mustn't have been calling the damage though. Like I don't think they realized Redcoat was that low. Like because Rocky just needed to hit him for like 8, and he would
Whereas
have
Coffee
died.
Clock, I think, the way that both Cookie and Yui played there was like to make sure that the other scout died like
Double
so
bomb
quickly
here,
is
though.
so important.
Lock is going to get away. Faith eats
They get a
one,
scout.
but that's alright. They won't mind that too much that Faith died. They'll still go for something here. Hertz is getting bullied here though, and he's just going to die. That's really awkward. Enris is getting raped as well. That's a huge Uber from Redcoat. Who needs scouts in 2019? Does it all himself.
It's pretty impressive. And they're gonna just keep walking through.
Redcoat just pounding. Does eventually die to Silvo. Silvo will get cleaned up here though.
Too little, too late.
Oh,
They're
I
gonna take
think
second.
You might have spoken a bit too soon about going back to the 1-0, mate.
Yeah.
Jinx it, but could be a 3-0. It is basically even, but Coffee Clock have ground. Yeah,
This
a bit of
is
a
so
yeah,
convincing.
back to last. Like they just outplayed a bit. Lock is okay, just gets not sure, they weren't expecting it, and Yui's gonna just walk out. Like they double sack. Lock doesn't get much help, and Yui just walks out. That's a bit of when tilting. Oh my god, Yui doesn't even need a team.
Play. Yeah. Look,
Enris
I think
just
Yui's
dies
warmed
as
up as
well.
well by this point.
That-
I imagine he
that
hasn't played in a long time.
I don't even know if there's a gun, but there is an NG.
Just NG play. That's
He's
enough to deny
inspired
Redcoat
by
for at least
Ashell,
3
but
seconds.
This will
but
still be the win, yeah.
yeah, nah.
So that was actually a complete collapse. Complete collapse there. Basically, Yui and down to sack, and then Yui just says, boys, let's not be bitches, we're gonna frag, and frag they do. And that's 3-0 to Coffee Clock with... I mean, there's lots of time to come back, but there is lots of time just for Coffee Clock to keep the momentum going, to slap them.
I also
And
think players' energy levels have to be respected here. They've been screaming at each other for at least 3 hours straight. Oh, yeah, at least 3 hours straight now.
Down has done a really
Momentum's
bad bomb
gonna be
here,
more
though.
permanent.
Somehow survived.
Oh, Silvo!
Cookie gets sent into next week.
Completely pooping on Cookie.
And he is going to survive here. No, Redcoat comes back in and clears him up. Oh, come on, go
Get
kill
the revenge.
Redcoat.
Kill
Oh,
him.
Sure, if
They don't
one of-
chase quickly enough.
Yeah,
They always
that's
wait
a bit
and regroup.
disappointing. They all regrouped on the point. Redcoat was literally just AFK in a corner hoping to get a pack before he dies. I mean, they do have all the positioning here, but Arnold has Uber before them. I don't think they know, but it
They're
won't
just
matter.
gonna chill. They'll play their slow game.
Enrithis is really awkward
Oh no,
position here,
yeah, okay.
though.
There we go.
And they're forced to multi really hard. Yui can't really chase here, I don't think. But yeah,
I'll
that's
give it a go.
that's a
I'll
really
give
good,
it an honest.
really good Uber from Coffee
Yeah,
Clock
for
in the end,
sure.
though. Yeah,
For them to hold in that way and just reset the situation is
Yeah,
it's important.
Madmen got in, but they didn't really take any good positioning. They were still always kind of just in the doorway, and Enrith got slammed when they bombed. They are just going to force a push here, though. Down kills Enrith instantly. Lock's pretty low here. They have got a lot of people in behind there. Enrith is getting smashed, and yeah, they do just get thumped in the end from that. Maybe Coffee Clock just not expecting the out DM, basically. They just don't expect... I mean... Oh! Hard rocket by Silver as well. That's nice. And this will just be a... Hopefully,
Silver's
stop arrowing,
plugged on
just go
now.
win. And yeah. So yeah, no tilt at all from Madmen. Just go in. Uber was not the best. Let's just go thump them, boys. We know we can out DM them. We're MG gods, and they do it.
3-1 though, 17 minutes remaining.
I'm just happy they ruined your predictions, both of them.
Aww.
Yeah, both of these. It's basically just been a
They were
soldier
trash
die,
predictions.
soldier die simulator, and who does a little bit better, basically, so far. Looks like the same
This
thing's
soldier
just
one's
gonna
really
happen.
nice,
Everyone's
though.
so far in.
But Rocky doesn't go. Oh, he will go down. That's 3 picks.
Yeah, and once again, down and Yule just a little bit more effective. Both taking that top left and just not really dying for it. And Rocky was a bit unlucky there, dying right at the end to Yule when he probably should have just killed him. And yeah, that loses the event. Yui's just running. he won't be able to kill the men here, but that should
Enrith is
probably...
enough.
Yeah, I mean, Redcoat's still dead, and not sure what that was by Silver, just gave away his life, but this should be an easy take now that he's
May
dead.
have just given away second.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, they might still try. They don't have Uber yet, though, at all either. So I really just don't think they can, even with Enrith
Scouts
warning.
in Saw, by the way.
Rocky wants
I don't think
to
they
do
know.
it. Rocky's kind of been abandoned here. No,
Yeah,
he's just going to
fine.
go out and get on Hertz. He does
Hertz will
get
be
it.
popped. Yui will pick up Faithless though.
Yule kills himself. I mean, that's really far behind. Yui is in position. Rocky will get let out to dry. Hertz has got a good Uber here. That's an amazing surf though by Arnold. Like, actually just saves the whole round there basically, and they're going to easily win this one because of that.
Clutch.
And yeah, Yui
That's
just caps.
so impressive.
Yeah, so that was really well done by Coffee Clock in the end there. I'm not sure that was the right call from Madman though. In the end, it was probably because Rocky kind of got let out to dry a bit. He was stuck on that. He doesn't do well surviving, but yeah, it kind of forced him into a bad Uber.
It can be a late call of help me out
well,
that just gets followed through.
and then they just get crushed. But
You
yeah,
know,
they need to find a way of making these soldier bombs less effective or change what
They
they're
should
doing.
be bombing first.
Well, they are. It's just that they're not doing too well this time.
Coffee Clock's bombs have always been first.
If Faith dies there, that was a much better.
But that's
cleanup
nice.
that
Yeah,
went down.
that's
Yule
much
didn't
nicer.
Really get
They
a
can
good
play
bomb
it
that time. Silvo's in behind here. They need to go clean him up. Yui's going to do it. They really need to take advantage of this, and they have. Yeah, they're cleaning up. Silvo kills the person chasing him. Surely Arnold dies here. Please go kill him, Rocky. He might actually.
Arnold. Come on,
Rocky's
Arnold.
Absolutely shut the bed here. Hertz is saving his loss. Hertz ruins the fun and saves
the
Rocky's
day.
blushes. Die and all that shit, but Silvo's gone to. Reko was stuck at mid and kills him. So yeah, Reko doing a good job saving that, and Hertz, yeah, does a good job as well. But yeah, that's a Rocky classic. We've seen that many times before on Soldier. Less likely to happen on Scout, but at least Hertz saved his blushes this time. We don't have Rocky number 3 to add to the ozfortress clip collection. So, actually add here, not a huge amount. I don't think they'll know enough. But yeah, down 3 rounds with 13 minutes to go.
I might have to go. This cast has taken ridiculously long amount of time, and I've got friends coming over. Look, it looks like Man are gonna walk in through lower. They've got Uber. Arnold's on 90 though. They're gonna push in. I'll cast this
kind
last.
of awkward. Arnold, they have Uber. They're not letting them cap though. Oh, they do block it right at the end. If anyone can just sneak in here though, is anyone getting in behind? They somehow don't kill anyone though with the Uber. It's really bad in the end. They just block the point and do nothing else, and they are going to clean up here. I think. Yeah, in the end they do.
That's nice. Would you be willing to finish off the cast by yourself,
I
Elmo?
can't. Anyone want to come save the day? Can we get a...
Oh, get someone in chat. Hell yeah, that's cool. Alright, peace out, guys. Good games.
Goodbye. I'm assuming that the mid is going to be the exact same, probably both teams just YOLOing cookies. Oh no, they're a bit slow this time actually. Both Solis trade in kitchen. And yeah, both teams just deciding to play passive for whatever reason suddenly. Oh, good old Fozzlm, the best caster in ozfortress, seems to have come to save the day, I think. Still nothing basically much happening. Rocky might get cleaned up. Redcoat somehow dies, but both scouts are dead this time. And the mid has taken so long that Silvo and Down are going to be up before it even ends. But it looks like the Soli... Nice arrow actually saves Hertz, but surely he gets cleaned up, and yeah, Coffee Clock eventually take that. How are you going, Foz? Have you been viewing this interesting to say the least game so far?
I have been, and I've just connected as I say this sentence right now, so I'm finally in game and finally able to help you.
If you missed the mid, after 6 mids, both teams, after being hyper aggro, go very passive. And Coffee Clock, very close mid, but eventually after like a whole minute or so, win it. And yeah, probably not too anxious to push with the 2-round lead, I would imagine.
Look, probably not at all, especially with the time left on the clock. I mean, when you're in an upper page playoff, it's guaranteed spot in the grand
behind,
final.
But Yui's just baiting him. Oh, he does. Oh, that's disappointing. Yui's not going to be pleased with that one. I mean, it probably just lets him snipe again, which I mean, it didn't work that well last time.
Yeah, it looked like red coats.
Actually,
Yeah, they're dropping down on grass here.
Lock got forced somehow. I did not see that at all.
Did
And
Redcoat just kill
Redcoat-
himself?
I didn't see what happened there either, but yeah, they still have full ad here, but yeah, Redcoat just walks in and kills himself. That works.
He was pushing through lower. Redcoat is blaming a trap, but it was definitely his own sticky that killed him.
I think he's saying he got trapped and then he was trying to jump or something. But
yeah, okay.
Like the call boy, yeah. Probably
So,
just put 2 stickies down and forgot.
Yeah, this is closing the gap on the new Brad. Lock's now only about 20% behind
and
here. And actually,
don't see Silvo, but he unable to connect the rockets. But that was probably unnecessary because yeah, they basically have here. Yeah, down. They probably just assumed they had another 40-second Uber wasted though. It's a bit cringe.
Yep,
Yui's just gonna die as well. So
yeah, completely caught out. Here we go.
Here.
Really aggressive jump in behind here, making a lot of space for his team. And it looks like we're actually getting an Uber trade. Arnold and Redcoat really don't know what they're doing, and they're kind of just isolated on mid here.
I think
slowly
they've forgotten
backing
about
out.
Hertz a bit. Arnold's gonna die here. No, oh, so close to hitting that. And
Yeah, you does get taken down by a nice arrow.
They need to play a bit safe here. They've taken so much damage here. I think this
A
is
big
gonna
bomb
be
in
a
from
lot.
Silver. He gets one rocket on bottom and just manages to surf down onto the low ground.
Yeah,
really nice
he
attempt
saves
there.
the fight a little bit, but they're still going to be rushed because they're so low. And yeah, they're going to
Faithless just
surely they run
strolls
here.
in.
It's 4v3 and they have bad spawn.
Yeah, Yule's jumping back to his team now, so
Yeah,
it should be good.
pretty unlucky there. Hertz or Silvo. Like Hertz getting that one other rocket would have saved the round basically, or easy med kill.
Yeah, Hertz actually single-handedly with just a nice jump onto that
Lock is dead,
shutter,
though.
pushing them back.
I think
Yeah,
it
down
was
just
just a
sort of
down
snuck
bomb.
in.
Yeah.
We
Silvo
do
being
actually
aggro
see,
again.
yeah, we see a bit of aggression coming in through Saw here, but probably nothing's gonna come from it, because again, Arnold playing safe with that sticky. Okay, Enric going down here, this has to be an opening. I mean, Yui does lose his life here, but with Faithless down, I mean, this should be a completely clean second here. They do need to watch out. Rocky and Silver are in from behind, they pick up Hertz, they get the force out, which is like
Shouldn't
a
even
mess.
matter.
No, it shouldn't. I mean, okay, the fact that everyone died is a bit of a shame. If someone survived out of that, it probably could have been okay. But yeah, just too many lives were lost in that final play.
Actually, they've had a
Enric,
cap.
good stickies there. Really nice placement to take down Yule. But they're just stacking the tap, and there's no weight of numbers. Nice fight there from Red Coach to finish off the round, and there we go. 5-2 with 8.5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They probably felt like they had to just aggro there because they might have lost anyway, but I mean, they got the force, but it's not really worth it when you lose literally your entire team, you know?
Yeah,
in the end.
That play from down, coming in behind to get lock, was really the catalyst for that whole situation as we move on to this, what are we up to, the 8th minute of the game now?
Yeah.
Yep, so just both teams playing it really slow. Down's just, sitting, not actually wanting to, commit to a fight right now. Fairly boring game.
Hertz isn't behind though, they have bombed. They do know he's here, he's doing good damage though, and they have to kind of look back for him. Redcoat gets cleaned up here though, so this is a Madman win.
Yeah, Silvo
they're not
with
going to kill though.
really nice rocket. Yule just kind of getting caught out in no man's land, can't even get decent damage off. Hertz is being a bit aggressive, but takes a bunch of damage, has to pass off, and Yui should escape with his life through lower here, but Arnold does survive with Cookie here, so, we're going to have even Ubers. Probably see maybe a heavy up, because there's really not time with the gun, but no, the Madmen are being super aggressive here. They're just going balls deep. Hertz absolutely slamming Cookie, and they get the force out. They lose their soldiers.
Arnold tried to save. Yeah, Arnold tried to save Cookie, but it didn't really work, and then he just Ubered. And Silver would kind of bombed it at the same time, so he dies as well. But they'll take that like full Uber ad, and not much Coffee Clock can do apart from just try and hold.
Coordinated aggression that's been missing across the previous two maps. It's kind of just been disconnected with the Empire. So that was just a really nice play, just hemming them into that last point there. Here we go, really aggressive Uber coming in through Latimer. They're targeting the heavy and finally getting them down, but takes a good 4 seconds off this Uber. But Enric is just standing on the point, finally gets a Sentry gun, a bunch of damage coming in from Hertz. Arnold's trying to 1v1 as a medic, but it's not enough. And there we go, we actually see Madmen close the gap 5-3 now with 6.5 minutes. There's plenty of time.
The set plays have definitely been a lot better this map. Like that's a pretty typical push. Like you just jump in, take over left, and then start capping essentially. And that you get a kill with the Uber, and then you just start capping, and they all have to run on, and then you just multi people and kill them. Pretty simple stuff.
Mid fight is going to be really crucial. I mean, at the very least,
down got
Coffee
knocked
Clock
already.
just need to make sure Arnold doesn't die here, and it's not looking good with Down being the first casualty. Locke actually goes down really early, and Redcoat and Yule goes down. Okay, Arnold wisely bails really early from that mid fight with Cookie, which is like when you're up 2 rounds with this much time remaining. Oh, really aggressive bombing from Silvo.
No
Probably
chance.
not going to get anything done here. Like, I respect Arnold just bailing out of that as soon as they lost about 2
that was
picks.
pretty smart. I mean, Redcoat bombed as well because I think they knew Locke was low. Down got actually like middied into Locke and hit a nice rocket on him because of it. And then yeah, so they all just went super aggro, basically knowing at this point if they have Uber, they probably won't lose. Silvo goes back to grass and dies. Yui is behind here as well. Not actually doing anything.
Hurt's
Locke
actually
he's
getting
on
a
him now.
bit aggressive, and by a bit aggressive, I mean completely aggressive, and drops Arnold.
Locke dies at the same time though to Yui behind, so that's a nice play.
Yeah, we actually see Rocky sneaking in from behind there, and with these weak players not, Yule turns around at the wrong time for him, and Rocky gets completely hurt. Nice bomb from Silver there to catch out the demo, but while that's happening, Cookie just, realizes there's a cap point there. Yule goes down, but again, Cookie cleans that up. So, again, this is just all time wasting, and when you're up by 2 rounds with just shy of 5 minutes left, I mean, time wasting is pretty key.
Yeah, I mean, complete shit fight, but they might bully Cookie off here, but yeah, like you said, when you're 2 rounds up, 5 minutes left, you're probably fine with that. Hurts might get cleaned up here. Down actually probably goes a bit over aggressive. I don't think that's needed, like when, like no Enrith, no Silver were there. If Downs just survives, they probably can just fight that and take the fight. Enrith jumps in, almost dies to spam.
We have a really aggressive bomb here from Hertz. He does actually just back out in the end. Silvo's just patrolling this high ground here, and it looks like, yeah, we go. The Soldier Bombs do come in together, and they get Cookie and Redcoat. Faithless loses his life for this, but this is looking really good for Madman as Hertz trades off with Yule. So
I think
Madman is just winning these scrappy fights here. Silvo getting absolutely just monstered in this choke point. But there's a scout on the point, gets it about 50% cap. He gets Arnold is forced to use, trying to fling off an arrow and get anything. So, I mean, Locke goes down in that fight to Yui, but at least they get the Uber out from Arnold as a consolation.
I think that was the right call by them. I think Locke should have just committed though. Like he kind of stayed behind. I'm not sure why. Like if he just committed with his team, like they probably shouldn't have expected Arnold to have Uber there. Like he got it at like the last second, and then Locke kind of just stayed in lobby and died to Yui.
Yeah.
So I mean, not too bad a play, but like you said, it's kind of just time and time, wasting, more wasted. I think they just kind of need to do something here. 3 minutes left, and Coffee Clock have ad here. Kurt's just gonna get raped though. Like he comes in, he's somehow gets rolly.
Played that really well, just jumping out from the low ground over to the fence and just putting in the easiest rockets of his life to clean up those frags. And yeah, sub 3 minutes. I mean, Madmen have to play this perfectly from here on out. They need to take the round and arguably the next, minute to 30 seconds to a minute, and then get a really clean mid off of that. So this is going to be risky. Locke is just coming off on his Uber now as his players have respawned and are coming onto the second point. And it looks like they're going to go aggressively through lobby here.
Yeah, definitely do or die here. They just got Yules gets raped. They're not going to force here though. Their Uber's awful. They need to start getting time or do something.
Here we go. Rocky's just come to the point and there's no one there to defend it. He gets about 70% cap before the... But here we go. The Uber comes out from Arnold. Faithless goes down, and
I mean, if he did that earlier though, if he does that earlier, they probably might have capped that in time because the whole team was
looks like Madmen are going to try to recommit from the side here. Yeah, Enrith is getting some nice damage out early. Actually picks off down, but I mean, there's a heavy and a demo there. Silver comes in, but he's getting absolutely suspended by a minigun. Dies to 4 damage. Hurts is trying to make some space, but forgets that Yui can come out of spawn on the other side. Yui is just single-handedly forcing this team out, and they're desperately trying to make space while there's a heavy and a demo just doing tons of chip damage. Here we go, Hurts in with a really high bomb, comes into the point here, and it looks like they get it!
That's actually an amazing play. That's like pretty typical close to like the Badlands play where your Soli kind of goes point, bullies people off it, and your scouts run in with the space and all that as well. Like everyone just rushes the point. So it's
Yeah, with
this is possible.
1.5 minutes.
If
1.5 minutes, it is totally possible.
I would imagine Arnold just bitches this, like he sits and saw, tries not to get bombed, because this is kind of everyone
he
goes
is-
aggro and you fuck everyone kind of
he's
mid.
leaving early. Redcoat is just having this grass thing. But it
Yeah,
looks
this
like,
is
yeah, Arnold's
beyond
playing low
fake
ground. He's
fail
actually
mid.
taking a ton of damage, but does dip out to get that health back. Here we go down and you'll go down, but Redcoat getting Enrith and Lock, and that's probably sealed it. Hertz has no health to be able to do anything. Faithless is trying to move across for the hero play, but obviously if you're Coffee Clock, you just back out. Arnold and Cookie, they've backed out. And
I mean,
with a
it's
minute
still
left.
possible to win this by Madman. I mean, that was pretty
It's
smart.
completely possible,
When
there's a
they
minute.
realized they were losing the mid, it's just everyone go kill lock in. Arnold survives. So I mean,
And
as long as Arnold doesn't drop, like you can probably just sit at second here and Uber on the point, and as long as you kill like 2 people, you probably don't lose.
We have got Locke obviously going to the Crits Creek as this last-ditch play, because, you know, at this point in the game, why not?
They get the
Hertz dies
force.
really early, Silver goes down as
The
well.
problem is
This
they don't have time for this shit. Yeah, you have to just go in from saw and fight, or you
yeah,
lose
but when you've
anyway.
lost your soldiers, you've lost, like, so much room for your scouts
They
to
are
come in here.
yeah,
Enric is
Enric's
actually
just gonna
isolated
clean.
from
That's
his team,
game.
and that'll be
It's
it.
impossible, yeah.
Yeah, that was, I mean, it was the right play by the soldiers of Madmen to try to come in, but if one of them survived, it was probably achievable, and the GG's come out in chat, and we're just into this messy fight. I mean, a fantastic pushback from Madmen, completely unexpected, to actually make this an interesting game, but in the end, Coffee Clock are going to be your winners of the upper page playoffs match. They're going to go directly into the grand final, and Madmen are going to have to play for their lives against Ratmen next week.
I mean, Snake was a lot better map, honestly. Like, Badlands was a complete shit fest.
Oh,
a lot of this
Badlands
was
was
that the
horrible.
teams played a fair bit better. Difference kind of came down. I think a lot of the mids, at least the early ones, the ones that Coffee Clock all won, where their solis played it better. And in the end, mids ended up being 5 each. It was just the later few Madmen won. Yeah, too late by then. 3-0 down after like 10 minutes. Always makes it difficult to come back.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly bring up logs here.
So Yui going fairly big on this one. Huge amount of kills.
Yeah, we obviously see both demos topping the damage. Redcoat just edging out Enrith by 19 DPM, but Yui actually not far behind him. Yeah, so Yui really seemed to be the carry.
Yeah, Yui
for
kind
that
of the
map.
difference. Like you compare him to the other flank scout of Faith, 28 to 20, Big D. Well, Faith, yeah, 16 to 18, and yeah, not Big D.
Arnold really also working on his death stats, this time only dying 4 less times than Locke, and that was like a real big issue of the previous 2 matches. I mean, I guess it's hard to say because of how much of a shit show those maps were, but I guess Arnold just really tightened up those games. It seemed, especially a lot of those finals mid, even when Madmen were rolling, Arnold just knew when to back out, you know, he wasn't trying to overly commit to any
fight. Pretty
fight.
clear that they actually knew what they were doing on Snake compared to Badlands, especially, was like a complete shit fest. Like no one knew what was happening, basically.
Yeah, and you'd expect that. I mean, you guys, Dubious, who was here before me, and God bless his soul for casting
Dogging the
this
boys,
horrible.
yeah.
I dogged the boys at the end, but
Dogging the boys.
he helped cast what was, I can only say by watching it, a painful map to go through. But yeah, so you guys talked about it before. I mean, Snakewater is just the meta of Comp Tier 2. Everyone knows how to play it. Everyone knows basically every strat. There's nothing that hasn't really been seen or done before. So it totally makes sense that both medics are a bit more accustomed. I guess the only thing that caught me off guard was when Hertz somehow single bombed in and dropped Arnold, which led to Madmen getting a ton of momentum and ultimately getting their 3rd round, which started their comeback, but just ultimately fell so short. Right at the end, because of frankly a fantastic mid by Redcoat. I mean, it looked like Coffee Clock were really gonna fall there, but yeah, Redcoat just balls to the wall.
Yeah,
ton of
Redcoat
damage.
had a really good game on Snake. Like out more frags, more damage, and way less damage taken and less heal percent. So that's really well done by him.
Yeah,
I mean, Rocky not really cleaning up though either much. Like, you normally kind of expect your pocket scout to be the most on kills, and Rocky just kind of wasn't up there, 9 behind Cookie. He did get a lot of assists, so maybe maybe just wasn't finishing off kills or people just stealing his kills. But yeah,
I think part of that was just the team fights were so messy that they never really at any point, I mean, maybe except earlier in the game, favored one team or another. So there wasn't really a chance for a single player to just kind of go off the leash and really capitalize on those bad mistakes, because it kind of seemed like everyone was just kind of being thrown into this splendor, and you know, it was kind of a bit of a roll of the dice who was coming out better. With a
Yeah,
few
so-
exceptions of just occasionally Coffee Clock you went to be smart and back out. So
yeah, that's it.
yeah, I mean, valiant effort from Madmen. But yeah, so they do have to face Ratmen next week, which is really vying up to be a super interesting matchup, because Ratmen, you know, playing really good team game right now, and if Madmen played some of their more disconnected, janky style that we saw earlier tonight, you know, nothing's guaranteed for them.
Yeah, and I think they'll be fairly confident because they won fairly convincingly in the game earlier this season. I mean, it was on Kalinka for one of the maps, so kind of. But I mean, 4-3-5-3 they won against Ratman, and I feel like they'll probably feel like they haven't hit top form yet either.
Oh, for sure.
So they'll probably think Ratman probably won't play that much better than last week. Well, they'll probably think they can lots to fix up, especially if they want to kind of play Badlands, that kind of thing again. Lots to work on.
Yeah, especially if you can just get that duo of Faithless and Rocky just clicking into gear. I remember the match we casted of Madman. I think it's the one you're referring to a few weeks back,
would
where
have
it was just those two. I think Rocky in particular just absolutely tearing the game apart. Like every other player on the server was pretty much, you know, equal, except for the Scouts duos, where Madman just absolutely went up the chain, and that just didn't happen tonight. You know, they were kept in pretty good check. Which I think it comes in part just to the fact that Coffee Clock were doing such good work kind of patrolling and controlling what Hertz and Silver were able to do, and they just weren't able to create as many openings for Rocky to move in on. So yeah, so to wrap things up, it doesn't seem like we're getting people in for interviews.
Redcoat's in.
Oh,
Waiting.
Yeah, okay, we'll drag some people in.
Yeah, I think Enrith played a lot better against Ratmen. Like the Ratmen scouts did pretty well, like they did their typical do damage and all that, but that kind of allows Enrith to dominate Deft, just because they put so much stuff into the scout that Deft kind of gets left behind. Well,
Yeah.
they managed to bully the scouts, bullied the soldiers pretty hard. And hello, Redcoat, how are we feeling about that one?
Yeah, pretty good, Elmo. Pretty good.
Wow. Hello, Elmo.
Oh, hello. I didn't notice you, Cookie. I'm glad Redcoat brought you in. So
Well,
just to start with, what the fuck was Badlands? Please explain what happened.
we suck.
Yeah.
Nah,
we
our
suck.
med just died when he.
What do you
should've-
say about yourself to traps though, man? You probably died at the same trap like 4 times at mid.
Which trap?
The train.
I died to it once. Fuck off.
It was
You
at least
died
twice.
At least twice.
No, the other one
Yeah.
was because Yule shot the stickies into me.
How was the feeling though after Badlands, especially you had a 40-second Ubrad and you waited till like 11 seconds to use it. Please explain.
I honestly cannot remember Badlands. I sort of destroyed it from my
Probably
mind.
a good call, honestly.
Yeah, so Snake was fresh.
I've already erased it.
A pretty close game. What do you think was the main difference between why you came out just on top?
Owned him.
Just own them, just better gamers, Hurt sucks, XD, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I
guess
think
so.
you summed it up pretty well.
This is meant to be an interview. I'm not meant to be answering my own questions, you know. That's kind of how.
Honestly, I
interviews-
haven't had much time to like process what happened, like how we won
just too
rounds, how we
hyped,
lost
eh?
rounds. Not hype, just like my brain's been working for fucking 3 hours, so
Too big brained for this. You're just all worn out after using that big
yeah,
brain
honestly,
all night.
like I didn't want to come, but then I heard you wanted to talk to me almost, so
Yeah.
here I am.
Oh, can't miss out on our Cookie. So this shouldn't take too much brain power, Cookie. What do you think about the game next week? Who are you rooting for?
I am
Or what do you
rooting
think the outcome will
for
be?
Hertz's team because I'd rather play them than the Ratmen.
You're not a fan of the force
Well,
field rats.
I don't like the way they play is fucking crazy. Like it's super.
Yeah,
DM,
their scouts are just
scouts
really.
run away,
Strong.
run around everyone and just destroy. And like my DM kind of sucks at the moment, so I kind of get owned by
I'm
Ashao
not
and
going to
TJ.
disagree on that one.
Yeah, so it's a bit yikes for me. And then
That's-
Fane has 5 ping, so he also destroys me pretty hard. I get directed by him every single game.
Yeah, don't forget
Yeah.
Shooper.
And Shooper, yeah.
Hey,
And
Oh,
Silvo and
Silvo, what up,
Hertz.
man?
how's it going?
Fortnite.
Yeah, let's go, bro.
Oh, please don't talk about that disgusting shit in my cast, thank you.
Sorry.
How are you feeling about that one, Silvo? Very close,
Couldn't
once
really care,
again.
hey.
but
Never
wow,
played Soldier in my life.
that's fair. You are a beast, though. How does it feel transitioning to the lesser class?
I just get cucked
That's fair.
by
That is
literally
fair.
everyone that's... Yeah, just everyone cucks me.
So Badlands was a complete shit fest from our point of view. How was it from
Holy
yours?
shit. I think our strat was just to hold last and waste time for one of them.
Yeah, what was the thinking with there was like 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
You guys actually had like a 40-second Uber ad and you did nothing. And then
Yeah,
you
I think
it
we just
was,
wanted to say
it was 3v1 against Arnold and you guys let him cap and you almost lost the map because of it.
Locke sucks. Locke tried to go arrow someone or something, and he apparently didn't see him in his FOV or some bullshit like that.
What about the other 2 players that were alive? It was a fucking medic. Just kill him.
I don't know, team sucks.
Yeah, that's
Spade
fair.
sucks.
Whoa, that's toxic. It's your team that
Whoa.
needs your sub.
We need an emergency transfer, I'm telling you.
How are you feeling about versing the Ratmen next week? Do you think it'll be tougher than this one? Do you think they're the favourite? Do you think Coffee Clock are the favourites?
The scouts of 100 ping should be much easier than versing Cookie and Yui.
But they're actually good at the game compared to Cookie.
That
What's the
is
difference
true.
there?
Cookie's an official player, no one believes it, but he pops off in officials.
Please don't ever say that again.
Holy shit.
Wow.
He's actually so good, man.
Keep talking. Cookie's nearly done, Silver.
I'm so close. No, I think if MMGP just play super tight, super smart, focus down all the scouts, they'll be right. Cause
Yeah, just kill their scouts and the
Yeah.
rest will follow.
I
Yeah,
think I heard you guys saying Enrith was able to shit in their graves because of the
Well, they play so passive and they just
Yeah.
fake bomb, so Enrith isn't pressured all that much
Yeah.
compared to you
I
guys,
reckon, yeah.
where Yule and Down are on his bum all game inside
Yeah.
him and all that.
If Enrith has a good game, which he will, I don't think I've ever seen him have a bad game. They should be right, as long as the scouts don't get too out of control.
You agree with that, Silvo?
Yes.
Yeah, good talk, man.
Also, fuck Paulson for saying we wouldn't make grand finals.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
did he say
fuck
that?
Paulson.
He said that yesterday in the cast, or in the post interview.
Oh.
Damn. Oh, Elmo, how do you feel about your narrow loss last night?
I think you already know my feelings from.
Yeah. But are you holding up okay? I haven't talked to you yet.
I went to play Total War Warhammer for 2 hours today, so I
Yeah.
could fucking kill Ratmen for 2 hours.
That's fair enough. Dude.
That's it. I literally went and murdered a mass horde of Skaven and other rats, so coping quite well by taking my revenge. Yeah, I think that's enough for the TF2 related questions. Do we have any shout-outs, Cookie? I know, please shout out Paulson again.
Yeah, shout out Paulson for being a fuckwit. That's about
Whoa.
it tonight.
Core? What do you mean? Balance was amazing. Foz, any shout-outs?
Shout out to GBS for
Yeah, love you,
casting
Juvius.
with you up until 5 minutes left of that last map where I was surreptitiously brought in for the only interesting part of the game. And
Whoa.
everyone in TF Live for doing the great work this season.
Redcoat?
Yeah, shout out to the teams and the casters, About it.
Silvo?
Shout out to Vanquish Circle Jerk, and shout out to Spade for getting me a slot on this team.
Nice.
Had to do him like that.
Look,
I'll
mate,
shout out,
what is
shout
he
out
gonna do?
Paulson and our combo for sucking and Doge for feeding scouts all game, going 9 for 40 or whatever it was. Thank you for watching OZF 26 Premier Upper Page Playoff Coffee Clock vs Madmen Grand Prix. Coffee Clock managed to take it out 2-1. Every map won by 1 round, and they're straight to the grand final. And please be sure to check in next week for some what I don't know what it's called, semi-final or something.
Yeah,
between
just the semi-final.
Yeah, Right Men and Madmen. Should be another very, very close game. Probably the best final series in ages, I would think. So yeah, be sure to check that out. Bye!